go. Welcome back to another episode of The Gateway. We join our normal campaign just after one shot with some demi-planes and mini portals, as it were. Um, we join our party just after defeating the Etten outside of a strange magical stream. Um, from our last adventure, you guys had a long rest, and then the next day started with fighting this Etten that you guys have just defeated. Its body has fallen into the water, and it seems that the uh, giant ichor blood is pouring into the stream and is starting to change the color as the blood just starts to run out of this creature. Um, it is mostly intact, though, um, and things seem pretty quiet after this giant creature fell, and a couple of you guys dodged out of the way. Is there anything you guys would like
I'm a little upset that it's defiling the stream, but I don't think that can be helped at this point.
to? Yeah. You can always try.
Yeah,
D&D.
this is like the special dragon stream, the lore about the dragon. So I am going to just try and grab an arm and maybe tug the severed head so it's not pouring directly in the creek.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
11.
You pull it off to the side so that there's definitely still some clear running water, but you can't quite manage to get the whole thing up out of the stream.
It
All
is
right,
a,
I'll run over and help him.
it is a
Go ahead.
spring, right?
Go ahead,
It
make a
has
strength
active
check.
flowing water.
Yeah, and it's not like a river or anything. It's not like a heavy stream or anything like that. But
It will eventually just run the blood out and be purified
there's
again.
only so much Etten blood. There was definitely far more dragon scale than Etten blood, but it has definitely pooled up and is starting to kind of circle around. The water's turned kind of a very dark crimson. The smell is interesting. It is highly metallic. Um, yeah, you guys also notice that the weapons of this creature are in fair form. They're a bit tattered. It also has a large bag kind of hanging off of the arm. It's like almost just catching a little bit and sort of starting to flow down the stream. It's just a huge satchel this giant has.
Did you do it? Were you able to do anything, Iru, in assisting me getting this thing out of the stream?
I've got a 16 on the strength check.
Yeah, you guys managed to like pull the parts up out of the water. The area is just so soaked in blood; it is into the dirt, um, and just all in the surrounding area. The water is still pretty dark.
Oh, there goes my idea of taking a whole barrel of that stuff.
Right.
But there's a satchel floating down the stream. I'm going after that.
It's caught on the body. You don't have to like make a chase for it or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I am still going to loot all the loot.
Thought I had this thing.
Classy.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So this is a giant's bag. This is a familiar item, or not a familiar item, but something that you've heard about before, that giants just kind of run around and pick up kind of whatever and
Random.
carry them around sometimes as treasures. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh, okay.
I was excited. I thought she had an actual D100, but I realized what she did.
No, I have a
2d10.
percentile dice. 100.
Really? Okay, wait.
Yes.
Did you roll 0, 0, 0, 1?
Yes.
God, I hate this. Okay,
I
don't
rolled
care.
0, 0.
I believe you. That's fine.
I
So
can point the camera.
that's fine. No, I believe you. It's fine.
I want proof. No, I'm kidding.
Um, so you reach into this bag and you feel a very square and solid stone. It's kind of heavy, but not too heavy. Maybe about 10 pounds. Um, and it's like that's what you grab onto because you reach into the bag and then kind of pull it over to the side of the shore. And as you pull out of this bag, it's just a tombstone with runes etched into it. Very long forgotten old headstone that somebody had amongst their grave.
Hmm. Can I read anything that's written on it, or is it all kind of just
Do you read
decayed away?
giant?
I don't read giant, no. But I do have comprehend languages I can still use.
Sure.
I have one spell left today.
How long does that last?
Comprehend languages?
Yeah.
Let us see. 1 hour.
Okay. I also have a note for you also, if you want to check it out.
That's for Thea.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Oh,
yeah. Sure, you could still translate it, but it's for Thea.
Oh, I don't want to read Thea's mail. That's rude.
Well, it's in a different language, though.
I know, but but that's rude.
No, I got you. You're good.
Okay, I cast comprehend languages. Ugh, and that's my last spell for the day.
It's the name of a giant, Kolstis Grinsnar. Name of the giant that.
Colstis Grinsnar.
Mhm.
All right.
And you read it and think about the size of the headstone and being a giant's headstone that it doesn't quite match up. Like this seems very small for a giant's headstone. But nonetheless, it is what you pull out of this giant's bag.
All right. Do I have any idea who Colstis Grinsnar is?
Make a history check.
Okay.
And for sure, it's a giant's tombstone.
That's the language that was
Okay.
written in.
It's kind of sad, but maybe it's a baby's giant.
Oh, that'd be horrible. Don't say that, Niken.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
17?
No.
No,
Giant.
not up in my giant history.
Niken seems like it's a really good theory. He came,
It's demented, but might be.
So
That's
I'm
why you
just
wouldn't
gonna
have heard of him.
Oh, he's a child. Well, I just look at Niken with the saddest eyes. And I'm like, I'm going to try and get this tombstone back to where it belongs because that's horrifyingly just miserable sad.
Yeah.
Poor baby giant somewhere doesn't have a headstone.
Does that sound like a particular type of giant name? Like, oh, I don't know. Like that's not I don't know who that is, but that's a fire giant name.
It sounds like a stone giant name.
Okay.
Okay, so it is at least a stone giant name. That gives us a region to look at least, right?
Yeah.
You guys do know that that the Etten are a subbreed of stone giant.
Okay.
Parthenax, actually give me an Arcana check real quick. Ease and thank you.
22.
Damn.
You know that Etten hearts are used in potions of stone giant strength. That they're in fact one of the key components. Most everything else is pretty mundane, easy to come by, but this is like the piece that you really need to make it that stone giant strength potion.
I think to realize that it's like I'm pulling like the thing out of the creek and all the blood coming out. I'm like, blood, Etten blood. Let's go to. Oh, I want to try and take one of my daggers and cut out that old boy's heart.
Okay, go ahead and I'll let you do
On Earth.
survival or sleight of hand, whichever's better for you.
They are the exact same.
I didn't expect that.
Dirty 20.
Oh, I almost want you to describe how you carve this out, but I will if you don't want to.
Please go ahead. Anything in mind?
So, You guys notice Parthenak's kind of like putting a couple of things together, like after kind of trying to clear this stream and everything. It's like he has a kind of like an awakening moment, and then just goes right up to the Etten, pulls out one of the couple daggers he has, and just starts slamming into the chest, trying to break open the rib cage and like just tearing into it. It's like the most feral that you guys have seen Parthenac so far. Um, and that's like just to get through the ribs, but then after he opens up this chest, it's like he slows down and then he starts like slowly cutting past the organs and moving the appropriate stuff out of the way. And you guys see him hold out this giant, it's like about the size of his head, uh, not still beating,
Wait,
but
which
still
one?
bleeding giant piece of muscle. And he's just like holding it up kind of like a, um, like gold from a chest, but almost better. Um, and yeah, you have
Parthenax?
a,
Oh boy.
What what are
Like you
you
could see the
doing?
claws doing this sort of thing around the edge.
I've seen a lot of stuff, guy, and that's messed up.
so he's
Why are you what? Why?
he's not here at the moment, the player anyway, but Hexgrim knows what you're doing this entire time, and after he sees you pull the heart out, he's like, "Good on you, man. I
Oh,
I know what we can do with that." Um,
I
I
just give Hex a knowing look, like, oh yeah.
I am not putting that in my bag.
Aw.
I was gonna say you guys will need to find some way to kind of carry this until you can get it somewhere to preserve it, so to speak. Um, Parthenax,
damn.
you can make another
I
survival
Just
can
check.
only
submerge it in
cook.
water. I mean, just submerge it in water.
Be right back.
Put it in a barrel with water.
Do we have one?
We've got a cart with us.
I imagine we would have barrels of water.
Hey, I noted before we left that I bought Salt Park, which probably came in a barrel full of salt.
But
Could we?
adding salt to it might change its component.
Well, that's
Well,
what you're gonna ask him. Can I preserve it in the salt?
well, what I actually even fucked up was thought that you were buying a type of salt, and I
Oh,
didn't
that's
realize
right.
that it was
Yeah. So you
saltine.
think you think I bought a bunch of salt anyway?
So because of that, I'll say that you have both. The shopkeeper was confused and sold you salt at first, and then you had to clarify and bought the pork. So you have like a bag of salt and then also yeah, a barrel of.
Would that preserve it? That wouldn't mess it up?
I don't think so. I mean,
I feel like that's a good way to like cure it, you know? Like that's how you cure.
knowing food like we do, yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's like it doesn't really change it that much. That actually does preserve it in a way that it's like it's not going to degrade or like die. I I will say that it will.
I feel like
Go
it
ahead
would
and do a
concentrate the essence of
right.
it down to its purest form as it extracts all the unnecessary moisture and it would make it even,
You're
more
basically
refined.
mummifying it.
The
It's
Etten gets
aged. It's artisanal potion ingredient.
yeah. Go ahead and make a survival check to
I
set
just
up this
want
hard
this
salt.
image in mind. Parthenax is giving this entire pitch with bloody hands.
I rolled a
Guys.
natural one.
Oh no.
I was grabbing jeans out the dryer and in my head it's just still blooded mass of like this is art.
I rolled a natural one. It's a 3
Oh
overall.
Damn.
Okay, so
You
you
accidentally blow that.
you start putting these pieces together. It's like you had this plan ahead of time. You knew how you were going to preserve it. You like figured out the whole process. Like you had kind of been planning for this. Like on your trip from home out to adventure, this was the kind of thing that you were hoping. You're like, I'm going to harvest an organ from a crazy magical creature at some point, and I'm going to like have to turn it into a potion. Like that's the shit I'm going to do. You take the heart over to the cart and start going for the salt and stuff, and you realize that the barrel is about yay, like the coffee can size, and this heart is as big as your head. It is it is far too like you have no actual container to put it in. You have the materials, but there just isn't like
I set it on, and I almost attempt to sort of get it in there before I'm like, no, that's just not how it works.
Can I try and help?
how would you
Let's get-
like to assist?
Um, we could always do a brine instead.
Hold on, guys. I got this.
But thank you
Hold
so
on.
much for the visual.
And I wrote, I
I'm
rotate
pretty. If we just really
it.
push it in there.
Peter, come over
Okay,
here.
Ebru.
I think if you put your foot on it, I'll hold it.
Ebru,
We go.
DM inspiration, totally DM inspiration for that one. That one was fucking awesome. That was great. Yeah, DM inspiration, totally.
I was gonna say, what about me and Thea? I don't know if this is asking too much, but what if me and Thea just keeps making ice knives? Also,
to try and
to
freeze
cool it down. I don't
Um,
know.
Hex has an idea that the armor you guys picked up. Hey guys, the armor that we got. Okay, I can't do that. The armor that
Thought
we
he was
got-
here.
I can't
Whoa.
keep that up. He might be able to fashion it into some sort of like larger container, but it would take a couple pieces of this armor, probably like 3 of them, to
Wait,
fashion it into like kind of a can.
we need a waterproof container, right?
Oh,
Hey.
nice. The skin.
Snake skin.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yep. That's funny.
We put the
Okay,
water in the
that's
salt and
actually
then
pretty
tie it up and then just tie it around.
Yeah.
You'd probably just want to do the salt. It would make a solid container, yeah.
Okay.
I love
Yeah.
that. But
That's
like,
Okay.
I feel like if you were
That's
to pickle
funny.
it, that would probably make
Yes.
it into,
Yes.
an edible dish instead of a magical dish. So, who wants to do the, I'll say either nature or survival to
Probably
fashion this
not
into-
me.
Oh, let me take a
I'm gonna
look.
guess. I'm gonna guess Thea would be the best. I actually didn't
I've got a
think of my
+2 in
character sheet.
survival and only a +1 in nature, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Survival, I have a +6.
Dyken, my dude.
Yeah.
Should I? Okay.
Let me
You wanna
check-
make
man's
a-
with the rope.
Let me check Thea real quick because I think
We'll probably
Or
tie
sh-
me and Thea.
should be better if not the same, but we'll see here.
Got to use some of that good old-fashioned 3.5 use rope skill. Here we go. This is the perfect time. I've been waiting my entire life. I've put all my stats into it.
To use rope. I feel like fashioning a bag would almost be more sleight of hand.
Just because of the nature of using like a skinned snake skin
Yeah.
and like kind of on the fly putting it into something. I
That's-
feel like the survival or nature is good. Yeah, you guys are tied. Her survival is 6.
Yeah.
Your nature is 6.
So maybe she could
Very
assist
survival.
Niken to give him advantage. We'll have Niken roll.
That'd be awesome.
So I will leave that one up to you. You can either roll twice, or we'll have her roll and then you can roll.
Okay. I'll roll a d20.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a 16 plus my 6.
Ooh,
22.
okay. She got 19 plus 6.
Nice.
So it's like the two of you. Sella has this idea, and it's like the two of you look at each other, and then kind of just go to work and start like cutting out the appropriate pieces and like tying it up and like getting it into a solid sized container that you guys can carry this around in.
Badass.
But yeah, you do have a giant snake, giant bag, giant snake,
Giant snake bag.
skin- Yeah.
I mean, if the head is like, if the heart's like head sized, it would just be like backpack sized.
More or less, yeah.
It'd be like a backpacking
but it's-
backpack size
it's
because
for-
it's like
it's-
Parthenax's head.
For a giant
Oh,
sized
yeah.
heart made from a giant snake into a giant bag. So I'm like, there's so much giant going on here. I don't know.
A
We've now reached
giant
humongous.
snake
We've shoved
skin.
all the giants together. It's a humongous heart bag.
It's actually just like a backpack. It's good. Yeah.
Humongous. Okay. anyway.
Homunculus?
Yeah.
A
humongous
homunculus is
homunculus.
actually, that's something entirely different.
It totally is, but it just sounded cool. Okay, so you guys do manage to get this heart and the appropriate salt that you didn't really need to buy at the time. into the bag. You fill the heart with a bunch of the salt too, so you know that it's nice and encased. Um, yeah, and you guys have a giant snakeskin bag with an Etten heart in it. Parthenax, you do know that there are other parts of the Etten that are also harvestable, this being the most valuable one. Oh, hey.
Right.
For example, um, yeah, there's the giant's bag, which you suspect there might be a couple more things in. The Etten skulls and the toes are also kind of valuable. If you want to roll on either of those specifically, I will let you. Thank you for joining us, Hex. I'll catch you up real quick. We were just harvesting the Etten parts. Um, they had just gotten the heart out, um, and you had uh, you had known exactly what Parthenax was doing when as he started carving into this Etten, just getting on top and breaking the rib cage and tearing it out to get the heart. That he's using it as a component for a potion of giant strength, which can be often made with alchemical supplies.
Cool.
I,
And
I rolled a 20. I wanted to check that bag out further.
Okay. So yeah, you know that there are often several things in this bag. Giant. Let's see. Yeah, Sella pulled out one thing. You figured that there are probably a couple of more. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
15.
Okay. Ironic. You find a giant-sized skinning knife. It's kind of like a really fat sword as you're pulling this out. Obviously, it was made specifically for this Etten to hold in its hand, but for you, it's kind of like a two-handed, almost, perhaps not a scimitar, like whatever those swords are that's on the end of a really long spear.
Oh,
Spear, and then
like
instead
a
of
halberd almost?
yeah,
Or
whatever those are. But it's like
maybe
a
a
really
glaive.
yeah,
Yeah.
glaive, like it's a stupid fat handle, and then it's just got this
Hmm.
blade on the end of it. Go ahead and roll me one more D100. As you bring out
35.
the last thing in this giant's bag. You find a bag of dried mushrooms. It's just
Okay.
a leather bag, about probably like a pound and a half of mushrooms.
It's a lot of mushrooms.
Um,
Okay.
Parthenax is about to like rip open the bag and just stick the snoot in for a good sniff, and then he's like, "No, we'll wait. I'll just kind of
Like,
roll that one up."
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Another dirty 20.
Oh wow. You know that these are not these are food and not fun.
Oh,
These are the
So
food
I- so-
mushrooms, not the fun mushrooms.
okay. So I open the bag, I get a whiff, and I close it. Yeah, the snoot does go back in. I will get a little bit of those.
Yeah, they're quite tasty. You haven't had mushrooms like this in quite a while. It would be a good snack if you felt like you needed one. You could probably get a little bit of HP back if you needed it. If you probably ate the bag of them.
Okay, like a good berry almost.
Yeah.
Anyone want a mushroom? Mushroom?
I'd take a mushroom.
There's still a little bit of giant's blood on the stem where I handed it to you.
Yeah, it's gravy.
It's pretty decent size. So it's some pretty decent sized mushroom.
Yeah.
It's got a very meaty texture to it. Little earthy, but it's a pretty decent mushroom. Give you a D10 of health back.
It's like cinnamon toast crunch without the cinnamon or the crunch.
and with gravy.
Yeah, good bit of gravy there.
So nothing
Okay.
like cinnamon toast crunch.
the glaive size skinning knife. Do we feel like this is something we want to bring? Maybe it'd be a nice memento.
I had no
This
idea.
isn't like I can't wield this. Can I?
Not really. It wouldn't be really a wieldable weapon. If you wanted to try and use it as one, kind of metagame, it would be like a tattered weapon where it will actually have durability. So it's like after you use it, it's like, well, if you can only use it one less time, until it just totally falls apart.
I'll ask Hex. Like, is this metal salvageable? Could you use it for anything?
Could I roll to see?
You would know it's just iron. It's
Okay.
most of the metal that this guy's got is just like basic iron and steel. Like these are really simple forged weapons. There's nothing really too fancy going on. The main things that adventurers seek after with giants or anything of the like are the giant bags because of what they're known to collect. Um, it is now empty, by the way. And then the different pieces of organs, the toes, the heads, the heart.
I mean, the only thing we haven't looked at are its weapons, because it had two, right?
Yeah, so there's a morning star and a battle axe, or hammer crap.
Well,
Morning star, and battle axe, and they're similar to this carving knife. That if you were to try and use them as a weapon, they have that durability aspect to them.
okay. Not worth
They're
taking then.
tattered. Yeah, they're not fine weapons by any means. They just do the job.
Okay. Well, now that we're all covered in blood and we preserved a heart and we have a baby giant tombstone, some magic mushrooms, and what was that last thing?
It was the
There's a
knife.
big
Oh, a
skinning knife, but
giant.
it's
Yeah, I think we can leave that.
yeah.
So, you guys want to go somewhere with different water so we can not be covered in blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take a bath.
Maybe rest a little bit.
Right.
So would you guys like to camp here, or would you like to move on to somewhere else for the night?
I think we should mosey just a little bit.
Yeah.
Rotting creek giant probably doesn't smell good, and who knows what sort of varmints that attracts.
You might have friends too.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't want to meet his friends.
I mean, I kind of want to meet his friends, but it seems I'm outvoted. So let's move on.
The goal here is to get to the well, not to kill all of the giants in the area. Let's
Oh,
stay on
thanks.
Don't
point
worry, I
here.
heard about some
Thanks for the
undead.
reminder.
There'll be
Yeah.
things to splash.
And Niken's kind of scared of giants now. He almost died with one hit.
Oh boy, yeah.
That
The entire
was
time you
intense.
guys have been doing this, Salidar has been like non-present in the cart. When you guys actually went over to get the like bits of salt and things to preserve this heart, he was like huddled in a corner, trying to like pretend that he's not there. And then you guys have this heart, and he like glances over at it, and then just very quickly goes back to trying to pretend like he's not there, dealing with this.
Oh no.
I hop in the back of the cart and just kind of gently slap the side of his face. Come on, look spry.
Parthenax.
Once we get along, I'll be just fine.
We get along. We don't get along.
Parthen, I'm gonna push you out of the way.
He meant move along. Once we start moving along, it'll be just fine.
I'm gonna sit with him a little bit.
Move you
and
guys
just be
to
like,
this screen just for ease. So you guys do travel just a little bit. You make your way closer to the owl well. You know that you're a couple hours away, but darkness starts to approach. Can you guys even see anything on this screen?
No, it's just
This is a
all
big
It's
black.
certainly
cave.
dark.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think I'm the only one here, actually. A big black
Okay.
square with.
I can't see it.
Yeah, this
Yeah, that's
Guys?
all I got.
Help!
That's
one
funny.
of the issues that I've been having with the lighting. That's why I had to make that other one, because the lighting was getting weird trying to mess with it on this one.
Who
Anyway,
turned the dark on?
Advanced
is-
darkness.
it is dark. You guys
Where did the sun go?
you guys are in an open field. Night has approached. It is getting a little bit darker. Who would like to set up camp?
There we go.
There. Can you guys see stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Kind of just the home screen, familiar screen for you guys.
Who's that ugly guy with the stick?
That was like the first one that I used to use.
Wait. Dang it.
You know, are you actually green, Eru?
I'd like to think I'm kind of a greenish gray.
Those
always
snakeskin
pictured
boots
gray.
might actually have been would have worked on you. Matched your complexion.
Yeah, it's a good vibe. Next, I call the snake skin for the next one.
Okay.
Parthenax will definitely start a fire for everybody. That's easy.
I'm going to
Nice.
try and find running water somewhere, anywhere.
So you guys have definitely moved away from the stream. There isn't any running water nearby. Immediately where you guys have stopped. Go ahead and do a survival check, though. Go take a look around. Or actually, I'm going to say nature.
Yeah, I can do nature. Nine.
I got a dirty 20.
What were you trying to do, Iru?
It was just Stella.
Oh, I thought we were all. No, my bad.
Okay,
My bad. I
okay,
thought we
yeah,
were
I
all
was
looking
like,
around. I thought that
okay.
was a group activity.
I mean,
Sorry.
if you would like to, you absolutely can help.
I mean,
with
he
that.
got a
Stella,
20.
Stella did not come up with anything. So yeah, if is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah,
Okay, totally.
thought we were setting up
guys
a good
just-
spot.
You
Hey
guys
guys, I
just
found
kinda go
found a
check
good
two
spot.
different directions.
Here we
Stella,
go.
like you go south, Iru goes north, and Iru finds a little bit of stream. Seems like it's a different stream than the dragon stream that you guys dealt with before. It is running clear and cold and crisp. Yeah,
Cool.
you guys are able to. That card is not to scale, but I don't care. Are you guys setting up camp, doing tents? Got a fire going?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And
Who
I
wants
think
to take?
Parthenax is our master tent setter.
Yeah, I've done it like 3 times so far. Really getting it.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, you guys start to set up camp and kind of wind down for the night. Who wants to take the first watch?
I'll get the first watch.
Nice. Thea probably would take one of those, so she'll probably take the second watch. Who wants to take the last one?
I'll take
Take
the last one.
watch. Oh,
Whoop.
all right.
Since everybody else has taken the watches, I'm actually going to take like time to go off to that stream and do some laundry and stuff. Shouldn't take
Totally.
terribly long.
All right. Well, Hex, you get some sleep. I'll take that last watch.
Okay, I will sleep.
Nice. As you guys wind down for the night, kind of resting from the kind of craziness of the last couple of days, Niken, go ahead and give me a perception check.
18.
Nice. While you're at it, go ahead and do a nature check for Nightshade.
Okay.
One more success. DC 0.
I'm so nervous for this one.
Good.
You can do it.
13
Nice. Yeah,
plus
no,
1, but yeah.
Nice. After spending good couple of days together and kind of taking care of him, making sure that he's got the right food and everything, it seems like he's not going anywhere. He's pretty bonded to you.
Cool.
You do have a nice little frogmouth owl pet, and Nightshade for the time being.
Sweet. And then can I train him?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can start doing stuff like that. Is there anything you want to try and train him on tonight?
I guess maybe teach him how to seek for food. I don't know if he's too small enough for that or not.
That is part of the final successful check. Is that also you've helped him through those early stages.
Yeah.
But he is old enough that he will go kind of get his own food and then come back to you. You
Cool.
are the nest, so to speak.
Yeah.
Maybe he could fetch like small thing, like
But yeah,
small things.
Yeah, is that kind of what you want to train him to do? Like to do it on command, like go get that mouse.
yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do an animal handling check.
18 again. Oh, yeah, 18 plus 6.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
job.
So
Awesome.
combined with your really good perception check, you do notice that there are a couple of little small rodents kind of scurrying through the grass, as does your bird, and it's kind of like you train it just with a lift of your arm to kind of go off and get the bird or get the prey, and then come back and land on your arm
Cool.
pretty
Sweet.
easily. You have a command word for him.
Not yet.
You can come up with one later.
I'll look up. Yeah, I'll look up some stuff.
Oh, nice. You want to
Yeah.
do it in Elvish?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, your first watch goes across pretty easily. Nothing too crazy happens. You do spend some time with your bird, feeding it and training it. Who is up next? We had Thea. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, she is on point. It's kind of like as you guys, uh, as you trade off, she just smiles at you and nods, kind of thinking back about the snake skin earlier, just how quickly you guys put it together and kind of got that bit done. On her watch, nothing much happened. Wow, 20 on that one. She is alert. It's like her trance is barely even affecting her awareness of what's going on around her. But again, there is nothing. Hex, would you like to do a perception check for me as you guys trade off? Yeah, Thea
Hex is
just yawns.
sleeping, isn't he?
Yeah, I took last watch.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just yawns quite lazily
Aw.
and then turns into
I'll
a
keep
dog
it.
before slumping into the tent and starts snoring quite quickly.
And that's 15 for me on the roll.
What was that?
You cut
For
out.
whenever the trade-off is, that's a 16.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you do notice that you hear flapping in the air, not of birds, but of much larger wings.
Like big leathery or big feathery?
Big leathery wings. You
Uh-oh.
haven't heard this before, but you've heard tales and stories of it.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like they are approaching, but they definitely were going overhead.
I lost like the last 10 seconds of what you said.
I was trying to imitate wing flapping noises, but I don't
okay.
think it came across very good.
Good enough. All right, I figured that's what you were doing. I saw the motion. Okay.
Yeah, and that is all you notice. The
Okay.
sun starts to rise. You want to wake anybody up, or are you kind of just letting them wake up on their own? Or is there anything you want to do during your last bit of watch? You got a couple hours. Stella comes back sometime during your watch with a lot of clothes.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to let everybody kind of handle their own waking up. Let everyone. I don't want to force anybody awake. Pull them out of sleep right now. It sounds like we should be rested before we start dealing with this. As for me, I'd like to just go over all of my weapons. Check out this new warhammer of mine. Make sure my hand axes and my great axe are still sharp, just in case I need those. Make sure I don't have any cracks in my javelins and such.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think I'm just going to go over like all of my tools and equipment. Make sure everything's up to snuff before doing anything.
Yeah, totally. You go over this warhammer, and it is just a beaut. It has definitely been imbued with a little bit of magic, just to make it that much more potent. You know that it will do basically magical damage if you hit anything with it.
Right.
That's kind of where the plus one
Just feels extra good on the swing for reasons I can't quite place.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, is there any way to add that to my equipment in my character sheet?
I was doing that for you. It's a great axe, right? Just the right thing?
It's a
It
warhammer.
was a warhammer, I
Warhammer.
think.
Yeah,
+1
Warhammer.
warhammer, right?
Yeah.
That's what I have written.
Yep. +1 Warhammer. There you go.
Dope.
Should be in there and equipped. I was just about to ask Stella if she wanted to do anything besides wash clothes, so give it a sec.
Parthenax is up early this morning, counting all the gold, making sure the finances are in order.
Nice. Yeah, everything is all there. You do have quite a bit of money. You are in charge of a fairly significant amount. What is the actual like tally for your guys' group
I will
fund
tell you right now. As a team, we have 10 platinum, 125 gold, 15 electrum, 12 silver, and 20 copper.
What is Electrum?
Gold and silver mixed.
Okay.
Which is
Does
funny
that
'cause
make it the
that's-
most valuable currency or an in-between
No,
currency?
because it's like a dirty ore. If you've ever seen it in real life, it's like the silverous quartz crystal almost with like veins of gold in it.
Right.
how many electrum was that?
15 electrum.
Does that effectively make it like our copper? Or is
No,
this an entirely
it's,
separate currency?
I think it's in between silver and copper, or
Okay.
it might be between silver and gold. Let me see, actually.
I'm pretty sure it is like a between silver and gold thing, or it's. I always thought it was between gold and platinum, but I'm pretty sure it's the other way.
Yeah, it's between silver and gold.
Cool. Okay.
Interesting. I haven't ever played with that before. So.
It's
Something
really
new.
nice once it's refined, but yeah, that's some dirty looking ore.
Well, these are actually minted coins of it. So it's
Mhm.
15 electric pieces.
Yeah.
So it's just basically shit money.
Yeah, it's not often used, probably because of that, despite its value.
Oh well, we have it.
Nice.
Besides washing clothes, is there anything that you would like to do, Sella? And same for you, Hex, if you want to get anything in here.
Not really. I just don't want to have a bunch of dirty clothes, and this is the first time I've had a chance to like stop and do this.
That's fair.
Plus blood on everything. I guess she'll wash her hair too. Just get the blood out of her hair because that's gross.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Hex, you got
Do I have
anything
soap?
you want to do over this night?
He's good. He was just on the verge of dying, so just healing
Yes.
back up.
You guys get a long rest over this and cover all your
Sweet.
spell slots and hit points if you haven't done that already.
Nice.
Nice.
This is good.
Okay. So morning comes. You guys all wake up to the clinking of coin as Parthenax is counting. Slidar is in much better spirits than he was over the last day. He's quite happy to be away from whatever that was. He also sits as far away from and out of line of sight from this giant salt heart sack that you guys are kind of toting around now. I imagine it's in the cart, but even
Mhm.
still, like he sits with his back to the cart so he doesn't have to remember that there's a piece of that giant there.
Did he need any laundry done?
No, Slidar travels pretty light. You guys do after you do actually bathe Sella, you notice the smell of the rest of your group. Kind of
I just pressed to digitate. My
Yeah.
stuff's clean. And I figured too that he just cleans like a self-baking oven. So like the blood was on his hands, but he like almost burning hands until it burns off until ash, and then just kind of, and that's
Well,
that.
if we all had the luxury.
It's like cleaning out your banger with fire instead of alcohol.
Yeah.
I sure hope dragon scales don't suffer from devitrification. Don't chaz your scales, bruh.
Wait,
No, this is all matchy.
Hebrew, make an intelligence check. What was that? You don't really have to, but that was good.
No.
Okay, you guys start to kind of gather up and travel along. As you know, the old owl well is quite close. Um, Slidar seems a little bit excited to be kind of reaching the destination and kind of getting things done. Um, is what is the marching order for you guys? I'll move you over. Well, yeah, I'll give you a sec.
Are we not in a cart anymore?
Yeah, you guys.
We
do start
marching
the cart.
forward now?
Is it? I don't know if everybody fits in it. I'd say probably one or two people have to
I
walk.
thought Thea always walked alongside, along with someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thea typically takes an animal form and just follows along. And I think it was Hex and Niken who were driving.
At the time, it was me, Hex, and Thea, but Thea was an animal, I believe. At the
Oh yeah,
time.
she just kind of perched up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's totally right. So Thea is a what's a good one for her? Any suggestions? I'm gonna say a bunny, if nothing else.
What can she turn into?
Quite a few things. Um,
Get something new, maybe.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. A rabbit is probably like right in line with what she already can turn into. Um,
No, I mistook her for a rabbit last time. Like I thought some rabbit was her for a minute.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was when she was a badger
Yes.
or something. Yeah,
No, she was a fox that day.
it was a
Yeah.
fox, which was a new one that we did. So yeah, no, she's a rabbit this time, like an actual rabbit.
It's like
Um,
it's jumping along. That's hilarious.
Yep. Okay, so she's riding up in the cart with Hex and Niken, and then I think the other well with Slidar, yeah, somebody would probably have to walk along the side. So who
I'm
wants to
gonna.
volunteer to be on foot?
I volunteer to be in the cart.
Well, how kind of you.
But she'll be. I mean, she's being useful. She's like playing music and la da 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 da.
Ah,
I kind
the
of have
inspiration.
to stay. I have to stay in the cart as the
and the
stagecoach
driver.
wielder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can get out. I can walk.
I'll walk alongside, man. I'll use my Chevrolet legs, man. Let's go.
Okay, cool. Eru. It's funny, I have my token here actually. I'll fix that in a second. Anyway, so yeah, you guys saddle up and start moving along. As you crest a low ridge, you spy the crumbling ruins of an old watchtower standing amid the rugged hills. The place is so old that the walls are only mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard of sorts. Adjacent to the broken slump of an old tower, a colorful tent has been set up in the middle of the courtyard, but no one is in sight. Guys, over here real quick. Nope. Apparently not. You guys have just pulled up. I kind of imagine you guys have like stopped for a minute. And so you guys have all kind of gathered to look around and take in this site. The overwhelming stench of decay and dead flesh does fill all of your nostrils. You guys do think that this is where the undead problem is coming from, as the rumors have led you all to believe.
Yep. Got undead in here.
All right.
So, yeah,
For
you guys
obvious
go through-
reasons, Sella will get out of the cart,
Yes.
put her lyre away, and be like, "Alrighty."
I'm just going to use a mage hand and close the nose holes.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Well, guys, how do we want to do this?
I'll go in first. I've smelled worse.
That's
You
fair.
guys,
Oh, hold on.
you ever smelled the sidelines right after a gladiator battle and that dude's taking off his boots? This doesn't even come close.
I
We're
have
fine.
not had the pleasure of going to a gladiator battle.
Hold on. The smell is not the issue here.
Huh.
There is an
That's-
undisclosed amount of undead somewhere within here. What if we have Nike and the Shadow Master go look around first?
Yeah.
Well, I got a hammer, so I'm okay. But you know what? If we want to get some
Hammer.
eyes, I don't object.
I
Don't worry,
agree.
we'll hit them. Let's just figure. He will just scout the location of the most for you to hit, the most concentrated area.
all right. Nike, do you want to go find the guys for me to hit?
Yeah, let me go cloak real quick.
All right, I appreciate it, buddy. I was just gonna go and swing in blind, but I guess this will help.
17 plus 6.
Nice unstealth.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, Parthenax, you start kind of saying this plan, and you're talking to everybody, and it's like you want to look at Niken to be like, is this cool kind of thing? And you find yourself just kind of looking around, and you figure out, all right, he already went.
He is never here when we need him.
It's just like Stella's just like, actually, I think he just did exactly what you wanted him to do.
Should I do an investigation also? So I can
yeah,
check out the
which way-
tent.
Which way do you want to go exactly? Like, are you going towards the tent, or are you
The
going?
tent. Yeah, I want to go towards the tent first, at least.
Okay, you should be able to. No, you can't.
I want to I'm eagerly waiting with my hammer, just bouncing, like watching around.
You want to break it in?
Like,
Did I actually do the right
Like,
one?
I
there?
see how excited Aru is, and I'm just gonna be like, buddy, you know what? You're gonna kill this. You're gonna absolutely rock it.
I
Hype
sure
him
am.
up.
And I give him a bardic inspiration.
Inspired. I love being motivated.
So you've got a DM inspiration and a bardic inspiration at the moment. So remember that.
Oh
so
man, this is great.
Go ahead
Sweet.
and move your token, Niken, the whichever way you want to go.
Okay.
Ooh,
Should I-
I'm also gonna do. Sorry.
No, you're okay. Should I go like step by step, or should I just go directly to the tent? Nick?
I was just curious of like the direction that you were going.
I was gonna go that way, and then
Okay.
maybe go that way to the fire pit. I think that's a fire pit.
That is a well. That is.
Oh, just kidding then.
Yeah, it's cool. That is the well that you presume is the old owl well.
Okay.
But
Can I look down?
Yeah, it's got some water in it somewhere down there.
Okay.
But as you get to the other side of that well,
Yeah.
you do see a wizard step out of the tent.
Oh shit.
He is cloaked. Let me. Quick. He's wearing a cloak. And he looks around for a moment. And notices you rolled a natural 20. And goes, "What is the meaning of this?"
Damn
And
it.
he points his finger at you, and a large crap. I'm failing me here. You do notice. Oh crap! I just hid more areas. That's not what I wanted. A group of undead
Oh shit.
begin pouring out of. Apparently not. What is going on here? Begin pouring out of this tower. So they're like right there, kind of on the edge. I'll
Damn.
give you one action before we roll an initiative. And all of you are able to see this as well. Like, the walls aren't terribly high. The highest structure is the tower, and then the little bit of well that Nigan was using for cover. And just as he came on the other side of this, there was a wizard kind of waiting in the doorway of his tent.
Oh, there he is.
Points at Nigan. Yeah, you guys kind of look across the courtyard, and you hear a voice and see Nigan standing between this tower and the well. Is there anything you would like to do?
I kinda. How many feet am I away from my group? It's quite a bit of a distance, right?
Probably like 30-ish. Not terribly far. 30, 40.
Oh yeah, you're just outside your movement speed there.
Yeah, you could like dash back to everyone.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna see if I can dash back with the group just in case.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh yeah. No, you
Like-
could
While
definitely go
he's
rejoin.
running,
like
I'm
maybe like
still
that.
standing with my hammer watching all of this happen. Do it. Niken, do I hit him? Is that the one? Is that the
Well,
guy?
There's a bunch. There's a bunch of guys.
Oh, that's music to my ears. Let's go.
Oh shit. Alright. I'm done. I'm just dashing to my group and telling them what happened.
Okay. You could probably get like up to him there with even
Okay.
without your dash. You could get all the way up to there. So yeah, you guys or you kind of get a couple of words out as far as like
Can I do
this is what I
something?
saw. This is what's happening.
Can I do something real fast before we roll initiative?
Yeah, there's still quite a bit of distance, but these zombies are definitely moving. Just starting to pour out of this entrance towards you guys.
What I would like to do is, as Niken reapproaches the group, I'm gonna like pat him on the back, and I want to cast Bear's Endurance on him, so he doesn't die. So what Bear's Endurance does is the target has advantage on Constitution checks, and also gains 2d6 temporary hit points, which are lost when the spell ends.
So roll 2d6.
Me or Niken?
Nutkin.
Okay.
Or well, actually, yeah, sell it because you're casting the spell. Sorry.
Okay. So 4
Same thing.
and a 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 additional hit points, sir.
Cool. So what does that mean? It just adds on to my.
Yeah, actually,
My
I've
hit.
got you. Yeah, there you go. I got you on your character sheet. It should have the 7 temp hit points there.
Yeah. And mark down that you have advantage on Constitution check somewhere. I don't know if it will come in handy, but you're less likely to die, which is
Oh.
the plan.
Yeah. So what do I use that on? The Constitution one.
So that's if there's like a spell cast against you that requires a Constitution save, you have an advantage where you could roll plus
Okay.
a higher number.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right.
Before we do get an initiative going, would anybody like to help me out and play Sella? I'm sorry, Thea. Um, if not, I can, but just curious.
I can try to, but I'll have to figure it out like I'd had to figure out Eru last time. I've never played a Thea before.
That's okay. I can do it. She's going to be an animal anyway, so it's pretty easy.
Lenny.
Okay, go ahead and give me an initiative, guys. Okay.
17.
Oof.
Dirty 20.
I'm gonna use one of my inspirations or
Use that DM inspiration.
yeah.
Okay.
Not good. There we go. Dirty 20.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
I got
17.
So Sella Evru, who has higher dex?
I think I probably
It's
do.
gotta be a Sella.
Yeah.
My dex
Like-
is 17.
12.
Okay, I think I win.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Parthenax, what'd you get?
Definitely jumping in there faster. I'm too large.
Parthenax,
And
what'd you get?
I'm small.
Parthenax?
It'd probably be nice to do that
19.
thunder wave or whatever with that whole group. I don't know. Kind of weaken them.
Yes. We are on the same wavelength here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Niken.
Yep.
And then Hex, what'd you get?
It's a lot of people.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I got a 17 also, but I can go after Hex. What is that, like 20?
If you want to volunteer that, you can.
Yeah, I'll volunteer it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's more than 20 zombies.
But they're
There
all
are a
standing
lot.
near rocks.
There are a lot, and each individual zombie is not represented the same. So there are
Okay.
these guys are a single zombie. These guys are a little bit
Oh,
different. So
okay.
that's like a horde of zombies. And the way that I like to do zombie groups is that the whole group has a set amount of hit points. So however many hit points of damage you do to that group is how many zombies you kill. So it's
Okay.
like, sure, that group might be like 10, 15 zombies, but if you do like 10 damage to it, there's only 5 zombies left.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Can I say anything before we start
In that
initiative?
case, I'm going to swap to. I'm excited for the Warhammer. I'm going to swap to my hand axes. I have an idea. I'm going two hands today.
Yeah, what you got, Parth? Parthenon?
Should I drop someone like a bomb? Kind of make the motion like, boop. Hmm.
I feel
Drop
like
it.
I'll keep it short. I won't.
I want to be on my feet for this one. I want to be on my feet for this one.
I look at Cello for this one.
Yeah.
Me? Oh,
She
but
might
out of
get stuck
character.
though.
You go
Didn't we-
down, scream. I feather fall, so I'm still hanging there and outside of your 15-foot cube. And then I land, and then I can start breathing fire.
Yo.
I think
I-
that we talked about that a little bit, and I don't think your Misty Step can move another person, actually.
Hmm.
I
Let's
think
see
it
what
only
the
moves you.
zombies are getting a little bit
Oh, that means we can't do the
closer
orc
as
bombs
you guys are
either.
kind of like planning out.
Yeah.
Dag.
Okay.
Or no, DM.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Misty Step can only move the caster, correct?
I believe so, yes.
All right.
Unfortunately,
We'll have to wait till one of us gets Dimension Door.
that is the one. Without having like just a straight teleport or something, yeah, Dimension Door is kind of the best.
I am sorry to burst that bubble.
Daggum.
I do appreciate you bringing that up because that was something that I realized over the last session that I was like, oh, I was letting Misty Step do a little more than Misty Step does. But it was such a cool plan, I couldn't help myself for letting it fly. No regrets. Okay, so Sella, you are going to be up first.
All right.
This is the worst initiative I've ever rolled.
Haha, sorry. Well, then I'm gonna move up to the first mob, and I'm gonna do what I do best, and that's scream at people. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave at level 2. And it's 3d8 of damage. The con save is 13. And I'm
Zombies do have a
use...
really high con, just so you know.
Well, now I know that.
Well, I mean, I don't know that you would know that before, but
Not a clue. I just know that I'm screaming at skeletons, which
that
are
was a 13.
actually inanimate objects, aren't they?
They're definitely not inanimate. They're moving towards you.
Oh, that's not what I meant. But they're bone. So what am I trying to say here?
Are they zombies or skeletons?
They're zombies.
Okay.
Oh, right. Different. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay, so they do save, but what is the damage?
They still take half.
Okay.
Half of 16, so 8. They all take 8.
Okay.
Or that group takes 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first couple in front just kind of like get blown back, and it's almost like a force push sort of situation when they hit the droids, that they just kind of like crumple over and just like splatter, kind of falling apart on the ground.
This is good. All right.
And then that one in front of you, this guy right here, seems to take the hit pretty good.
Okay.
He's not hurting at all.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to 2-weapon fighting. I'm just going to try and get him with my dagger.
I think I think in order to get the two-weapon fighting, you have to be able to, or you have to have attacked with one weapon first.
That's fair. Then my turn is over.
See here, Iru, you are up next.
All right. Let me check my actions real quick about how the frenzy attack works. Am I limited on those? Or is that just when I rage?
So yeah, frenzy comes with rage, and then you
Comes
do
with
that
rage.
after you've attacked. So it's like you can kind of add the damage on top of it.
Right. So it effectively, once I get rage and then the frenzy attack gives me, let's see, I can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action. Got it. Cool. And does two-handed, now does that stack with two-weapon fighting like it would on the first attack?
Right. So with that one, you make an attack with one weapon, and then you get that two-handed fighting with the second one.
And
So that's how
then
you
for
get,
my,
because it's like a bonus action attack, so that you've used your main action to attack, and then you can use your bonus action also to attack.
as the second action.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought it worked different and I would be able to squeeze in 4 hand axe attacks. I thought it was the other way around.
When you get two attacks, when you have 2 attacks per turn, that's when you
Mhm.
can. That's when you have full round of attack like that. I think
Okay.
it's
Yeah. So
3 at that point, but you would get 4 with the frenzy.
that's okay. That's what I thought. Okay. So then in which case, yes. Can I break it?
Yes, we can.
So yeah, I'm gonna spend one of my rages. And what's my distance nearest? Oh shoot, no, I'm not even. I guess I might have to wait a turn on the rage. I can't even get in there yet.
You can move up to where I am, and there's still one zombie standing right in front of me. This guy.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm beelining for that guy. That's what I'm after.
Sure, yeah, you can move that token, right? Yeah, you
There
can.
we go. There we go. Getting used to the tokens here. There we go. All right, cool. Then, yep, I'm going for it. Let's get these attacks in there. Let's see. What am I rolling first?
So D20 for your normal attack, and then if you want to do your bonus action attack, that'll be another D20.
Okay. 26.
Definitely, it's
Let's see. 1d6 plus 5. All right, so there's 11 with the first strike.
okay. All right, good damage.
Ooh, 8 plus 7. So that's 15
Nice, also good
for the
damage.
second strike. Another 11.
Oh wait, I thought you had 11 damage that first one.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. That's 11 damage. That's my
Okay.
d6 plus 5. I rolled 2 nat 6s.
Oh, okay, sweet. And then you, okay, so 11 damage twice.
Yeah. So
Okay.
total at 22 for now. And then I'm
Okay.
going to go into that frenzy attack.
Is it still alive?
I think you can do frenzy only when you're raging.
Yeah, that's.
He is raging.
Yeah, I am raging.
Okay,
Can I
rage
break
is
it?
a bonus action, so you wouldn't get the second attack.
Oh, so the same turn I rage, I cannot
Yeah.
frenzy attack. Got it.
Unfortunately.
Got it. Okay. So then that's there. Cool.
So if you were raging, you would actually only get the one attack. Because that second attack is a bonus action, and then so is rage.
So even with two-hand combat, the second attack is still considered a bonus action.
Right. So just that turn that you rage, you wouldn't get that second attack.
Okay, so then I'm only doing 11 damage.
Okay, I was gonna say if you wanted, if you can either undo the rage or you can undo the attack. Like either one.
I guess I'll wait for the rage when I get closer then, and go for the two-hand attack.
Yeah, that would work. You could like, because you could do two-hand attack now, or you could rage and get one attack.
There. Okay. Yeah.
That's up to you. Do you want to do the rage or do you want to do?
Let's save the rage for later then. I think then in which case the hand axes will give me 2 attacks per turn without a rage, and then when I rage, I would probably swap to a 2-handed weapon and get 2 strikes in with a meteor weapon.
Okay. Okay. Nice. I like that. Cool. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that'll do it.
Okay. So it is Thea's turn. She's gonna do what she does best and turns into an animal. What do you guys think would be good in this situation? And I know what I've thought to do already, but
Spider Psycho. The spider was just so good.
yeah, and I
let's do the
think
spider.
subconsciously I didn't put in or I didn't like save aside a spider token. Oh no, I did. I did. I was like, why wouldn't I? But I did. Yeah, DM's gonna outvote you, and we're gonna go with direwolf.
Fine. Okay.
I forgot about the freaking spider. That's.
I mean, I think honestly that's what Thea would pick too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Against so many enemies, like that. I don't know. She's not here, so
No, you're right.
Yes.
You are right. So Salidar is surprisingly
yeah.
calm, actually, after dealing with this giant, having a
So
giant
big.
spider next to him. He uh, almost like takes it as a little bit of inspiration, kind of like battle readiness, um, and kind of just prepares as Thea makes her way across the battlefield. I think to about there.
Ugh.
As this giant spider just kind of crawls across the battlefield. Not necessarily up to you, Iru, but very close to, kind of on the other side of the well. Okay, so we have Parthenax and then Hex, you're going to be up.
Can I see the wizard that Niken originally confronted or saw?
At the moment, no, he is on the other side of the well there. You
I
did
can't
hear a
see over
voice.
that well.
You can make a perception check if you like.
If I moved to, oh, that's going to be great. Like right here. Can I see him?
You would have, you would have an all right line of sight. It would be through Thea. Um,
That's fine as long as I can see him.
yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Ultimately, I'll leave it up to that. Just because of all the things in the way and all the stuff going on, kind of see what the dice say.
13.
You see robes. You see there's a wizard, but not really a whole lot of detail.
All right.
You do get a color scheme though that they are gold and red.
I'm going to step to that gap. And then I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the second level at him. So it just automatically hits.
Mm-hmm.
And that is,
It's a wizard though.
yeah.
He might have counterspell.
Exactly what I'm looking at. I'm gonna say that honestly he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to from this point because it's kind of like almost a sneak attack. You're getting him from kind of behind.
Okay.
What kind of damage you do?
I'm going to re-roll that one using my sorcery point. I got another one. 9 damage.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you cast this magic missile spell, kind of, I imagine, over your spider companion. Um,
I like to
and
imagine it goes all around since it auto hits. Like they all would have hit Thea, but they just go around.
okay, I like that a lot. But yeah, they kind of zap him, and you hear another, what is going on? What is the meaning of this? Is there anything else you'd like to do, Parthenax?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, cool. So Hex, you are up. Niken, you're going to be on deck.
How is our zombie friend that got cleaved by the barbarian looking?
Surprisingly solid. Um,
Jeez.
it is
Okay.
it is a tougher looking zombie than the rest of them. It definitely wasn't a human zombie.
Okay.
It's hard to tell
Um,
what it was now that it's been zombified, but
can I also get a token for Ami?
oh yeah. I don't know how I forget that one. Do you want the same one or do you want like a cat? No,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'll nope, not all of them. Just a cat. It's bigger than him. You little fat cat.
All right. So, in all of this commotion, as all of this is happening, um, Hex has moved to here, and his Thor hammer looks less shocking. It looks like a normal hammer again, and is holstered. However, in the commotion of all this happening, Hex has taken a bandana and he has tied it around in bandit style, and this bandana just like starts whirling and creating gears, and it like plops down this little eyepiece, and it kind of looks like a scouter from DBZ, and it's just this really wicked looking steampunk-esque um, eyepiece, and he throws his crossbow out from over his shoulder, and you can see it's like kind of gyrating on the actual crossbow. So in the time on the cart, I uninfused my hammer and reinfused my crossbow. It essentially gives it a +1 to hit and a +1 damage. I'm just making it look cooler. So
Okay.
that's what all that is. But he looks wicked. He's got like this little gnome bandana that's like whirling, this badass eyepiece. He looks like a sniper kind of. So
Dude barely stands up to my knee, and I'd be terrified to go with him right now.
so and in typical fashion, he's kind of in like war mode. He's very, very quiet, very stoic, and he just kind of like moves past the rogue as stealthy as a rogue would. Just totally focused, and pulls out this crossbow, and he is going to attempt to shoot that big zombie.
Okay.
Be 7. It'll be a 14.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. 14.
So it didn't matter because you did roll high enough, but I was gonna say that zombie is behind partial cover with your teammates be in front of him, so he does have a slightly higher AC. You still beat it though.
Gotcha.
Zombies have a super low AC.
So he zones in with his cool little eyepiece. You see it like spinning, and it kind of locks in place, and he just fires this bolt, tried and true, for 13 damage.
Duck.
Ooh,
That is the maximum damage for that bolt.
that's fucking awesome. Wow, we're getting a lot of max damage today. That's really good.
High
Okay.
initiative, max damage. Okay.
What was it again? I'm sorry. 15?
13.
13. All right.
Yeah.
We cleaning house today.
That was a pretty solid hit. He's looking kind of rough.
Cool. So as this just sticks right into him, a solid hit, Hex kind of motions and snaps his fingers. Get down, not you. And Ami is going to take off running this way. He's going to use his whole movement to kind of run around and get kind of up into the fray. And he starts barking. And that'll do it.
Okay. Niken, you are up, and Salidar is going to be on deck.
Okay. Can I flank up here? Can I go through this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right. I want to try to... How do I do it? Can I hit this area? I don't know if it's like...
A line on it? Yeah. I'd
Yeah.
say you could. That's, yeah. Definitely got a line on that group somewhere.
Oh, I can use my ice knife too, which has 60 feet.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Cool. What is it? A D10.
You'll want to roll a d20 for a hit,
Yeah.
and then you'll do the 10 for damage.
13.
Nice, that hits.
It is hit. Okay, cool. And a 7 for my ice knife.
Very nice. I think you could add sneak attack to that because it is ranged, and it's your
Okay.
first hit. So go ahead and do a d6. Or is it just one d6?
A 3.
Excuse me? Okay.
Actually, you have 2d6 on your sneak attack.
Oh, okay. 5.
Wow.
So-
Okay. So another 8. Yeah, it looks like you've taken out a pretty good number of that zombie.
Cool. And I end my turn.
Cool. So Salidar is gonna, with his rapier in hand, just kind of follow Hex along this group. Just kind of back you up a little bit. Okay. So this zombie is this zombie is gonna make an attack on you, Ebru.
Let's go.
Get the. I'm gonna hear someone's cat purring.
Yeah.
No complaint. Just thought I'd mention it.
You loud, dude. Stop being rude.
Okay, so it rolled a natural 1, and it just kind of like shambles towards you and goes to like kind of grapple with its claws and just kind of misses. This group back here is going to move forward. There's only like 3 or 4 zombies left in this group. There's not too many of them, but there's just a couple that kind of shamble forward and try and make an attack. We'll do 1 attack on Ebru and 1 attack on Sela since you guys are up front. Ugh. See here. 1 had a 6 against Ebru, and then the others got 18 against Sela.
Of course they did. That hits.
Okay. It does 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's just kind of slashing damage as these claws and teeth kind of just gnarl and mangle towards you.
Alrighty.
And then the mage. Parthenax, do you have mage armor?
No.
No. I have to look up mage armor. Because I think there's a certain thing with mage armor and magic missile.
Pretty sure I've used that spell before, and there's nothing to do with magic missile.
Nope, doesn't say anything about it. It just gets an AC of 13 plus its dexterity modifier.
Okay. Yeah, never mind then. he's actually going to cast Fly on himself, and kind of move over this way a little bit. So he's like 30 feet in the air, kind of now like looking down on the whole battlefield. And yeah, that's going to be his turn. But as he does float up, Parthenax, you get a much better look at him.
Mhm.
Actually, a thing I'm going to send you. This is the most I've had going on in one thing at a time. But it is back to the top with Sella.
Okay. So that graze was pretty good. So she's gonna like, ouch. And she's going to do what she does also pretty good, which is summon McFluffy. So, magic
Wonder when that was going to
words.
happen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's time.
It is time for McFluffy to come. All right. So, Kalimbrog o Sarn plural Sarni. That's the Elvish, and I'm gonna drop him
I'll make it
right
so you
here.
I'll make it so you can move him.
Okay. There we go. Just right in front of me, in the middle of all the zombies.
Okay.
And
Go ahead
his
and do
turn
your
is
attack.
basically my turn, right?
It's just on your initiative, yeah.
Okay. That's all I can really do with my turn, unless, because that's a full action, right?
Yeah, it is your action to summon it.
All right. Then he is summoned, and now he will owlbear. So McFluffy, suddenly finding himself in the midst of a mob of zombies, is going to claws, which is, let me roll for that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 12 to hit. Does 12 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And then 1d10 plus 5.
I put a message in the chat. Did that go to everyone or just Parthenon like it was supposed to?
To
I think it
everyone.
I saw it.
Or I got it at least.
Oh, crap.
I see it.
I see it.
Will
Mhm.
nobody read it?
Okay.
It was supposed to be for Parthenax.
I did not read it. I didn't get the menu open in time before you said don't read it.
We see nothing. All right, so that was 8. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. My apologies. That's only 7 damage. But he does have multi-attack, so he's going to beak this time.
Sorry. Just trying to move that down the chat so you guys don't have to worry about it.
He got a nat 1, so that does not hit.
Unfortunately, that does not.
No. So he swipes with his big owlbear paw, and then he goes and just finds nothing in his beak. And if an owlbear could look disappointed, he looks extremely disappointed. There's nothing in his mouth right now for him to throw across the courtyard.
How much damage was on that first attack?
Just 7.
Just 7. Okay. It does take out that first zombie group. There are only 4 of them left. Were you attacking the like main zombie or the kind of beefy one or the?
He was attacking the group. Beefy zombie, he didn't see.
Okay, because it was behind him. So you definitely took out that first group, and then he went to make an attack on this second group, and then totally missed them.
Yes. So that ends McFluffy's turn.
So Eru, you are up, and then Thea will come back.
All right, here we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the rage for this turn. Let me get that marked on the sheet here. There we go. All right, and then I've got eyes set on this big guy still here in front of me. That little flop he went for me. That wasn't amusing. I wasn't here. I'm not here to dance. I'm here to fight. Let's go. I want him to let him know I'm serious here. I'm mad. So I'm gonna go in with that new shiny Warhammer. You got me extra mad. Let's see here. Get this pulled up. Make sure I get the dice available. Let's see. That is a what's math? 24 to hit.
That better hit.
Yeah.
Holy
What
shit.
doesn't that hit?
And then that is a, where's my D8 at? There you are. Oh wait, which one? Oh, there's one of those is for rage, right? Now that that's been activated, so it's a D10 now. Where are you at? Oh boy. There it is. Nope. Goodbye. I'll keep it. Let's see. That is a 13.
Definitely hits.
And then that's all I've got for this turn.
Oh, okay. What was your damage? Oh, this damage was
Thir-
13.
13, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, good hit. Definitely.
How's he looking?
Some
Is
damage.
it still standing?
Weak. Looks like he's not doing good.
Well, it's a zombie. They always look like they're not doing too good.
How do we tell?
He's
It is
looking
even
better than
worse.
normal.
Even worse when you guys first started hacking into it. Okay. So Thea is up. She's gonna go spider climb on top of this tent and then try and make a jump at the wizard. Well, the natural 20 on one.
Yes, I love this
fucking
visual of this
gorgeous.
massive spider just pouncing on this dude.
Beautifully.
Like she jumps and just all of her arms,
Oh.
legs just cling to this guy in the air.
Absolutely awful.
Ooh.
If this
You
was
hate
animated,
You hate to see it.
So
I
I'm
kind of
trying.
want to draw it.
I'm trying to think here if a. Well, you know what? Even with like mage armor, that still would not beat a natural 20 for a grapple attack. Okay, so he does get a strength save to get out. Rolled a natural 20 on that. That's zeros.
So what do they do?
I just heard the
Uh,
most epic music in my head.
I imagine that it's kind of like that it's a matched situation that like the spider jumps up and grabs the mage and then they kind of like tumble and she brings him down, but he manages to pull himself out of it once they get to the ground, and he's just now on the ground, not floating, and kind of locked face to face with this giant spider.
The
and
large teeth, fangs, snapping
Yes.
it.
Why?
And
Why you
knowing
gonna do that?
Thea.
Why you gonna
It's
do
like-
that?
No.
No.
Thea
So
Thea
gross.
very much would. Thea would be like,
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. The big spider from Lord of the Rings. When it's all up in front of
Shelob.
their face. Yeah, Shelob.
mm-hmm.
That is the name of my bassist instrument. I
Nice.
just thought I'd throw that out there.
That's pretty
That's
awesome.
terrifying.
Okay, yeah, so that is her turn, and they're just like currently locked. This wizard is even more confused. Where did this giant spider come from? A minute ago, there were only a few of you. And it is Parthenax's turn. Hex, you are up on deck.
Could I? Honestly, don't know. Misty Step is a bonus action. Could I take my movement, use Misty Step as a bonus action to get another 30 feet, and then do an attack with my quarterstaff?
I think so. I think that's kind of like what you're supposed to do with it, or one of the things that they want you to do with it.
I want to run up 30 feet and then Misty Step the rest of the way. So I'm right here, and then crack the guy over the head with my quarterstaff. Like out of the misty step, whoosh, right across the head.
Okay. Go ahead and do a melee attack with your quarterstaff.
I'm goofballing at this, just watching the wizard do this, and then just give him a good crack over the back of the skull.
12.
So you do you do get right up on him, and it's like you have a clear shot. But then as soon as your quarterstaff comes down, you see the magical energy of shield pop up. Um, it's just kind of like stopped your quarterstaff right behind you. Just trying to sneak up on me, are you?
No fair.
Guess I kind of skid and just holding it like this again. That's my turn.
Okay. Hex, you are up. Sniken, you're on deck.
Okay. So, 5. Perfect. Hex is gonna run his full movement behind. I'm guessing this is the well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna kind of hug the well. I love it because the square, there's just so much room for activities for my little body.
Right.
Um, but he is gonna get here and attempt to shoot the mob.
Nice.
And I have a plan if I hit.
11.
Oh yeah, 18 on die.
Oh shit! Yeah, that hits.
So as he's running over, kind of gnome waddling over, you see him take off a ring from his pinky, and he actually slides it onto the bolt. And then on the ring, he starts cranking this little like dial on the ring, and it tightens so tight on this bolt that when he shoots, it just splinters. The bolt just fires and splinters at all of these zombies for, let's see, for 6 damage.
Not bad. As this bolt splinters, it does like it kind of goes through a couple of zombies, and takes out a couple of them in one. So 6 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Ami. Let's see. Give me 1 second. He is going to. He is also going to run up. He's gonna focus on the commotion with this wizard. So he's gonna use his movement to run up and kind of weave past the spider's legs and make a bite at the wizard, unknowing that it has mage armor, of course. 12 to hit, so that'd be 14 to hit.
Oh, just misses.
Just misses. Swing and a miss. His mechanical jowls just kind of flap, and they make a metallical flapping sound as he snaps at this wizard, but comes up a bit short. And that will do it.
You can hear as Omni runs over there, the wizard exclaiming, "And what in the God's name is that thing?"
Goodness. This poor wizard.
So yeah, this poor wizard.
Okay. Let's see here. Hex, Niken, you are up, and Slider's on deck.
Is that a cat by the wizard?
Yeah,
No.
that's Omni. That's Hex's
Okay.
little mechanical.
The goodest metal boy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this, is that a wall? Could I like look over it?
It is a really high wall. It goes up
Okay.
maybe like 20, 30 feet. It's kind
Okay.
of the last little remaining structure of the tower around here.
Okay. Is this still alive? This zombie?
It is.
Okay.
It is surprisingly still alive.
I'm gonna get closer And I'm gonna hit it with my what is it, Richard Bolt? Yeah, the Rich Bolt.
Okay.
So D20. At 13, does it hit? Does it land? Okay.
It does hit.
And then 12, D12. What's my 12? A 10?
Okay.
10 damage.
Okay.
How's it looking? Is it still alive? Or kicking
Um,
or moving?
you said 12 damage?
No, 10 damage.
10 damage. Oh, okay. It is still kicking, unfortunately.
Okay.
Are you holding concentration on your Witch Bolt?
I don't know what that means.
So that means that you can auto hit on your next turn, but you have to continuously be casting that spell.
Okay.
And then if you take damage, you have to do a save to see if you can keep doing concentration. But that way, like your next turn, you don't have to roll to hit it. You can just roll for damage
With the same damage?
with the same spell. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. Slider. The slider is kind of in the back. You guys can hear him. Don't leave me behind. Don't leave me out of this. And he kind of tries to push forward a little bit, just to kind of get an idea for what's going on. He sees this one standing zombie in front of Eru. He's gonna go to attack it with his rapier. I rolled a 2 and a 3. So he does not hit at all on this zombie. It's like he's trying his best though. You guys know that he wants to help, and he just runs in, huzzah, and kind of gets a couple with the rapier, and just none of them hit. Okay, let's see here. The zombie that is still surprisingly standing in front of you guys gonna make an attack on Salidar. Let's see here. Only does 5 damage, which is fine. Kind of takes it. Um, and then this group of zombies is going to kind of
Done.
turn its attention a little bit. Whoop, not those ones. These ones are going to turn their attention a little bit towards the giant spider that is now kind of on their master, so to speak. It's going to make a couple of attacks against the spider. One hit. Then it does. Oh, geez, one. So it only does 4 damage to Thea in spider form of all things. And then this wizard kind of crouched around all of these people now is just going to use fly again. Make sure that he doesn't have like.
Beamer's getting an attack of opportunity since he's moving
I
out
was
of
just
our
gonna ask, yeah.
area.
Yeah.
That would be the case.
All
You
three
know
of us.
All 3 of them.
what?
Oh boy.
Actually,
Just a side note, is the music that's playing just from the gateway?
yeah, that's on
Awesome.
roll 20.
You know, I've never once heard the music.
It's great.
Yeah, you
I'll
may
take
have
your
the
word for
music
it.
turned down on your end.
I think I do.
Huh. I was gonna say he uses Wallop's force, but that doesn't do exactly what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, no. So he uses a wall of force, at which is a 5th level spell, and it just springs up like a box around him, of magical energy that kind of pushes all of you guys just out of like a couple of inches, um, and it's kind of just like a protective magical barrier that he has around him. And he kind of just looks around. I wasn't bothering any of you. What are you doing here? And that is going to be his turn. We are back up to the top with Sella.
I forgot what we are doing here.
Trying to get rid of the zombie threat.
Okay. She pauses for a minute. She's like, wait, no, this is the objective. All right. I guess I'm going to move up to where McFluffy is, leaving, well, I guess I would take it into opportunity attack. I'm just going to attack the big guy.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the big guy with my rapier. It's 18 on dice. Yeah, +5. So that definitely hits. Let's roll damage. Shoot. That's 5 damage. And then he's still alive?
Yeah.
Damn it.
But barely. I mean, it wasn't alive before, to be fair.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Re-dead. Is he almost re-dead?
Is he almost re-dead? Yes. I'm going to follow through with my bonus action to a fighting. So that rapier, and then she goes in with the dagger. It's another 18 on dice.
Jeez.
+5, so it's a d4. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 more damage.
It is barely hanging on. It is just hardly
Sell
there.
it. She is visibly frustrated. She's like, just die again.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that was my bonus action. Turn is over for her. It's McFluffy's turn now, I believe.
Okay, yeah, yep.
All right, so my large monstrosity will go ahead and do another beak attack at the group of zombies he's currently amidst. He rolled a little bit better. Oh, actually, that's 12 on dice +7.
Give him that beak.
Yep, that beak. All right, so I assume that hits. And that's D10 +5. There you are. So 12 damage.
On the large one, or the large zombie?
No, he's attacking the mob.
Oh, okay, nice.
Here.
That gets most of them. There are only 2 of these zombies left.
Okay. He sees that there are still 2, and he's like, all right, let's do this. And he's going to beak again. +16 on die,
Hit.
+7. And another D10. Oh, it's only 1, but +5. So 6 more damage.
Yeah, it totally clears out that zombie. You notice that they're just, well, I mean, you can't notice.
Technically, I do have a psychic bond with him, which is kind of creepy.
He still wouldn't see him there. I hate to take a pause in the middle of combat, but we could just do like a quick 5-minute bathroom break kind of thing. Eru, it is your turn.
Cool. Also, I sent you a message on Facebook. I got a screen cap. I can't figure out how to do the pictures on anything we got here.
Okay, no worries. All right, yeah, 5 minutes.
Yep.
This is probably one of the most in-depth battles that I think we've done so far. There's so much to keep track of.
Definitely is. Good old zombie hordes.
Yep. Yeah, I did a zombie thing a good while ago, and I had thought of that whole thing where it's like, well, zombies are usually pretty easy to kill. So rather than it be like, oh, you're going up just against one zombie and you hit it many times, it's like you're usually up against a lot of zombies. Oh no, did we just lose Niken? Huh.
Also, I have my single feat is sharpshooter, so the coverage is fine, is a-okay with me.
Okay. How does
Yeah.
sharpshooter work again? Just remind me on that one.
Attacking at a long range does not impose disadvantage on my range weapon attack rolls.
Okay.
It ignores half coverage and 3/4 coverage. And then before I make an attack with a ranged weapon that I am proficient with, I can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll. And if it hits, it's +10 to the attack's damage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it's scary with that -5, but
Yeah,
man,
that's a lot.
yeah, +10 is beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, that's solid because I mean your damage die is already D6 plus 4.
Mhm.
It's like yeah, it's a possibility of getting 20 or critical.
I also, just as an artificer, I have Warcaster, but it's such a niche, like really, really difficult to pull off.
It does happen in like really specific situations, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, actually, my crossbow's a D8, so
Ooh, and what's the plus on it?
4
Okay.
+5 with my infusion.
Oh geez. Yeah, that's the potential for quite a lot of damage.
It's
That's
a
some good
lot.
damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I wonder what happened to Niken. That was weird.
He's just doing rogue things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his internet. Oh yeah, and I realized this recently, but whenever I record the Zoom sessions, our names don't pop up on there.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I thought for a while that it did, but yeah, it doesn't anymore, thankfully. When we have a full house, I do want to do like character introductions because I don't think we've had that. Either I can introduce everybody, or you can all introduce yourselves as you want. But I think I want to do that when we have everybody here. Whenever Eru comes back, we'll just let him do his turn and kind of keep moving along. We got a couple before Niken, so we can give him a minute to get back in. There he is. Gotta love those internet problems, huh, man?
Yep, it's awesome.
Glad you're back. As soon as Iru gets back, we'll
Alright.
have him do his turn.
Yeah, I work from home and I was right in the middle of a meeting with like nearly the CEO of my company, this really important customer, and like two other of their like people. It was a really big meeting and I was in the middle of talking and my entire internet just cut out completely. I was like,
Oh,
oh my God, internet rolled a 1 today.
Absolute worst time.
Yeah,
All
it was
right.
awful.
Iru, whenever you're ready.
Okay, cool. Let me get reestablished here. That doesn't look right. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, so which damage die am I using on the Warhammer there? Because on my character sheet it
Depends.
shows 2.
Depends on whether you're doing two-handed or one-handed. So two-handed is that D10, and then one-handed is the D8.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it is a D10 when I'm two-handing it, and that's what I'm doing with it. Okay, cool. All right. So that big guy still hasn't gone down, right?
He has not.
Shoot, dang. What's he made out of? All right. In which case I am still raging. So I'm going to just go in for the first attack on the same big guy with the Warhammer here. Ooh. Let's see. Does a... Oh, where'd my stats go? $13 hit.
Yeah, it does.
All right. 10 for damage.
How you want to do this?
All right. Let's see. So I am going to come in swinging with the axe and go 8-ball in the corner pocket. Sorry, the hammer. Crush it right into the side of his head, knock it clean off his shoulders, and send it careening down the well.
Nice. I like it.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. Plop.
Yeah.
And that was my first attack, right?
That was.
All right.
I don't know if you could like.
Attack,
Yeah,
move, and attack.
yeah, unless you have the 2 attacks per turn. Because I think that the 2-weapon fighting is kind of like an offhand, sort of like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, this one, let's see, what does it say on here? Frenzy attack, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one.
So I guess because of the rage, yeah, you would be able to make another one. It's not necessarily
deal.
like a 2-weapon.
Let's see. So then, where's my distance here? I think I'm a bit too far from the wizard here. What is that, 30?
he's also got a barrier force up.
And he's flying.
Oh boy, okay.
He was
He
flying.
decided not
Well,
to fly.
I
That's
think
Yeah,
there's
Thea
enough.
took him down.
Sorry.
I think there's enough kind of guys handling the big guy right now. I guess I might as well go for this next pile of grunts here. And just put myself right in here in front of him. And then go in for another swing. Okay, that's 27. So that sounds good to me. And then, where'd my D10 go? And then that's a 12 for damage.
Okay. Yeah, you take out a good chunk of these zombies. That's right.
Yes.
I imagine they were standing like really close together, and it was like a like a one swing kind of. You got some with the blade, and then there was some like even with the handle and like your hands, kind of just like tearing them down in like a line.
Cleaved right through him.
Yep.
All right. I think that will conclude my turn then.
Okay.
I believe
Awesome.
that's all I can do.
Um, so Thea is up next. She's gonna attempt to bite at this wizard. There's a wall of force, but just can't get through it. It's like the wizardy or like the spideriness like kind of comes up to it, but then it's like there's just a punk kind of like a deflection as the magic kind of just like bounces it off. Um,
You ever catch a spider in a jar?
it's like the opposite of that. it's a bit
Yeah,
like
it's
the opposite of that.
convex instead of con.
um, okay, so that was the Parthenax. You are up next.
Okay, so he's got the wall of force up. I'm gonna kind of like Darth Maul in episode 1, just like with my quarterstaff, like tap it up against the force field while walking him back and forth, staring him down.
Okay.
Call your minions off now. We'll take it easy on you. We're gonna kill you anyway.
What? Oh,
Okay.
Do I get to say anything else?
Yeah, what do you want to say? I mean, you're not really doing like an attack or anything, so you sort of have
No, I'm just being intimidating as fuck.
You want to make an intimidation check?
Sure.
Okay.
Six.
I was minding my own business and you came in here attacking me. I don't think so, Buster.
I guess the only other thing I'll ask, where did you get the get up?
Okay, it looks at the clothes.
What are you talking about? These are my clothes.
Is anything else?
Not really. Like I can't get through this thing with. It's immune to magic and like
Impenetrable.
yeah. So I mean, what's he gonna do? He's gonna come out sometime, and I'm gonna be right there. The rest of the team's just tearing through the zombies. It's only a matter of time before he drops his shield, and then I crack his skull open. He knows it, and I'm providing a look that should convey it.
Makes sense. Okay. Hex, you are up, and then Sliders on deck.
So Hex is going to step up and see the horde of zombies, and he's going to, like, I don't know, twist a knob and kind of clank in his crossbow, and you hear it start to hum and like vibrate, and the crossbow is actually beginning to, there's like a thin strip of what looks like metal maybe or some kind of material just start to spin very fast, and the bolt's kind of just hovering above it. Essentially, I have created a crossbow railgun. So as soon as that bolt hits, it just fires automatically. And this is how I'm describing sharpshooter. So
Okay.
I take a
Okay.
-5 to hit, but if I hit, it's a +10 damage.
Oof.
So it'll be 15 on die, so it would be -5 plus. Well, I have a +7 to hit, so it'd be a 15 plus 2. So
Yeah. And you were hitting the zombies?
zombie horde.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That is.
So yeah, you get a +10 to damage.
And a D8 plus 5.
I think I had the wrong image last time. It's not really so much of a duck as like a jump.
Yeah,
that
right.
bolt.
Don't duck to get out of the way. Jump out of the way. It's like boss fight level laser beam that goes across the map.
Yeah.
Pop it real quick.
Yeah.
So I got a 6 on die. That's plus 5. So that's 21, 21 damage as
Damn.
this bolt hits the belt and just launches to what would appear to be a missile in today's standard. It just hits the zombie horde and shatters.
It does take out the entire zombie horde. Is there any way you want to prescribe or describe this further?
Yeah,
'Cause
so
it does just clear it.
as I said, like we're not quite in the age where this should be a thing, but Hex is inventive and he had made it. So the crossbow is literally kind of like hard to control. Like he's planted his feet and he's just trying to make sure that it's level, and his little eye patch little scouter thing locks in place once again, and he just exhales and launches this thing, and the power behind it nearly knocks him over. The recoil is so strong, but you don't even see the bolt. You just see the chunks and viscera of the zombie horde just go everywhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I almost like want to
heroism.
imagine it's like a comedy movie bit where I'm standing there and I see the laser and I jump out of the way of the laser, and right as I good and think I'm clear, I look up and it's just I'm just
All
red,
over you.
just head to toe, front just like paint beautifully. I turn around, I'm like clean.
This
Sharpshooter's really cool too, because yeah, it ignores coverage, which is beautiful.
Oh.
So, and then with that, how high up is this wizard?
He is not in the air anymore. Sia
Not.
took him down when she jumped on him as a spider.
Okay. I'll try just a good boy bite again. That's a 9 on die.
Omni's mouth just kind of like clinks up against this wall of force as he kind of like is barking and then like jumps for it. And then it's like if you've ever seen a cat try and jump through like a closed window, you know what I mean? It's like the butt and the head kind of meet for a second as he like kind of jumps forward and squishes and then kind of
Yeah,
comes back.
he completely like springs
I
all
was
of
gonna
his
say,
body just boring.
I imagine him kind of like a slinky, kind of
Yeah.
like bouncing in and out.
And he kind of bounces out and then sees the gigantic explosion of zombie, and is taken aback for a second and just kind of watches the red mist as it settles on the battlefield.
Very nice. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do, Niken, you are up, and then Slider is on deck.
Okay. This is
Oh, I think
that we
my
can
internet
see.
got bad there for a second. Say what?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
good.
Okay. Is that the last zombie that's left?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move in closer, and then I'm gonna. How do I use my magic missile? So I have that wand.
I was actually going to ask about that. I don't remember where that wand came from. I don't remember it being a wand of magic missile.
Yeah, I
The
picked it.
same play. Oh, go ahead, Megan.
I picked it up, but I don't know how to use it. I know I have 7 charges. I just don't know. Like, do I use a die to do it, or?
Well, magic missile auto hits, but I
Oh,
just don't remember giving you guys a wand of magic missile.
When It was just me, Sella, and Niken, and we did
Yeah.
battle with that wizard. Sella still has his
Yes.
eyeballs.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I do remember that now. Totally. Yeah. So it's an auto hit. You just roll a d4
Oh.
or for d4 for damage, and so each charge you expend um, will expend a charge in the wand. But it's kind of weird how it works because you can say charge or expend like that seventh level charge, and then it would be 7d4. It would be 7 missiles, and that would expend all of the charges.
Yeah, but I return to death though if I do that, right?
Sure, sure. You could do
Yeah.
one less. You could
Si-
send out like 6 missiles, yeah, and then it would
Okay,
be
so how do I
6d4.
do the 6 missiles? Just do one die?
So it'd be 6d4.
Oh, okay. Do it 6 times. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you could use the roll 21 and roll like 5 of them. Yeah, 5 at once.
All right. Let's do that. Like that?
Yeah, nice. And then do
Okay.
one more if you want to do 6 charges.
Okay. 11.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you use this wand and just shoot out like a couple of these kind of glowing golden fireballs that just like spark off and kind of take random weird directions, but all find their target in one place,
Cool.
and just like blast into it. Yeah, it does pretty good damage. This does look like one of the same zombies as before, but kind of soaked up a lot of hits from you guys. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. That'll be it.
Okay. Um, so Salidar is up, and he kind of just sees how you guys have cleared the battlefield. He goes, very, very well then. I guess I wasn't needed here very much. But still just makes his way around the well towards the tent, like he's gonna kind of start looking in there, investigating that. I don't want to move Thea, whatever. But he's just kind of over by the tent. And let's see, this last zombie is gonna kind of shamble up after taking a couple of hits from Niken. It's gonna go to make an attack on you. Pretty sure it's 13. Yeah, does a 13 hit? Niken.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
No, it does not.
Okay. And then the wizard's turn. Let's see here. He's gonna drop his wall of force. And from Parthenax, or no, from Parthenax, I'll do it for Thea, and then I just forgot your little familiar's name, Omni. Can I get a charisma save from Parthenax and Omni, please?
A charisma saving throw, you say?
Yes.
That's the thing I am the best at.
Got to beat a 16.
Ami got a 2.
I got a 26.
Damn.
Okay. So it's like this wall of force drops, and he says,
I just need some space to think.
and his hands kind of like flurl out, and you can see a flash of arcane energy, and Omni and Thea both blink out of existence. Boop. They're just there, and then they're not.
What?
Did he send us to a different plane?
I'm not okay with this.
Yeah, me too.
You're there, and then you're not anymore. And he's going to attempt to move.
Oh, like hell he is.
He's going to try and move towards his tent to try and run in. If you want to do an attack of opportunity,
Yeah.
Parthenax. Hell yes, I do.
20.
Oh,
Damn.
ooh. Go ahead and roll damage with your quarterstaff.
1d8 plus 8 plus 3 for 11 damage.
Ooh,
Max
okay.
damage.
And it's a
No, it was a dirty 20. I didn't roll a
Oh,
natural.
gotcha. Okay.
20 in total.
I see it now.
So like as he moves away, you get a good swipe on the head, and it's kind of like he stumbles.
What on earth was that for?
And he's kind of just trying to make a break for his tent. We are back at the top with Sella.
This wizard's having such a bad time.
Wizard's gonna have a worse time.
He's about to.
If I have anything to say about it, Sella's going to move a little bit closer. And she is indignant. Oh my god, my friends are gone. What have you done? This is no. And she's going to cast Shatter on him because that's what she does.
What's your con save?
So he has to make a Constitution saving throw of 13 or more.
Got 15.
15, then he still takes half damage. It's 3d8. And I'll roll damage on d20 on 20.
What level spell or what level are you casting Shatter at?
I can only cast it at 2nd level.
Okay.
Yeah, he uses counterspell, which is a 3rd level spell.
Fucker.
And has not used it at all.
Okay. So that's all my turn. Well, actually, I will do something I haven't done before. I have anti-inspiration.
Which is
Which-
a reaction.
Yes. Oh, I can't use it as a bonus action then.
No,
No.
unfortunately.
All right. Then the bonus action I will take is to give. I'm going to give. Actually, Hex, Bardic Inspiration. And that's going to go like, damn it! I can't hit him with spells. You, blow him up. And hopefully that's inspiring enough for you to blow him up. Then it's McFluffy's turn. He is nearest to that zombie. So that's what he's going to focus on. And he's just going to beak him. Six on dice plus 7. What is that? 13?
That hits.
Okay. So that's 13 damage on his first hit. And then roll beak again for his multi-attack. It's 8 on dice plus 7. So I believe that hits too.
Those are solid hits.
Yay, go McFluffy. And that's another 10 damage.
Okay. Yep. It is still standing.
That's okay with McFluffy. That's more time to attack him. And that ends my turn. Or McFluffy's turn.
All right, Eru, you are up. Thea will be on deck.
All right, I am completely like in rage mode still, not thinking at all clearly about what just happened. Seeing my new friends disappear, as far as I'm concerned, they're dead. They're gone forever. I'm done. This guy is getting it. So I am.
You're what?
You faded out.
Headphones might have died.
I think he's got bigger problems.
Oh,
No, we cannot hear you. Your headphones died.
Yeah.
I think your headphones died,
back?
bro. Oh,
Yeah,
there you
you're
are.
back.
There we go. Yeah, they either died or decided they were done. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out if they die again here soon. Anywho, let's see. Let's get to. This guy doesn't get the hammer. He gets axe. This guy's getting the axe. I'm going in full swing here. Let's see. Oof. Okay, that's not good. I think I'm still holding that bardic inspiration, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I
Which-
sure am.
yeah,
Let's
you can
go
add
again
to
there.
attack
That
roll.
was no bueno. I like that more. Okay, 19 hit.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
The
And
bardic
then I'm-
inspiration, by the way, isn't a re-roll like DM inspiration is. You
Oh,
add, or you
how's
roll a.
what?
So what was your first number? Do you remember? It's okay if you don't. But you usually add the. So I think for right now it's a D6.
His mic went out again.
Ah,
It is just a d6 additional. You roll a d6 and you add that to your first roll.
yeah. I don't think you can hear at the moment though.
Oh, my bad.
Got to go with the good old cable.
Yeah.
Got to go hardwire now. Might have to take a sec to turn on. Try turning them off and turning them back on. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Yeah, they're dead. There we go. Okay, I'm plugged in. I'm good to go. Okay, I'm sorry I lost you. What bardic inspiration is? What was it?
It's a D6 that you add to the attack roll.
Oh. Okay.
it's like
Okay.
whatever
Well, hold on.
number-
Let me do that. Let me do that instead, because I remember what my original roll was.
Okay.
I'll at least play it honest and fair here. Here we go. Please. Okay, I can work with that. So it's a 15 hit.
Yes.
Okay. Woo!
Nice.
Skin of my teeth there. Here we go.
Good use of the bardic inspiration.
Let's see. Do 15 for damage.
Nice. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Damn it.
Man, decapitation is king. That's it. I'm gonna catch him running. I'm gonna clothesline him. That's it. It was like I pulled out. It was mid swing and just stopped beautifully, halfway through. And he right as he turned, he ran into it, and his head stayed.
Oh, is this the wizard?
beautifully.
The wizard that you were trying to hit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't
The
know it was the wizard
zombie.
you were hitting. Oh no, the zombie. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
zombie,
okay.
you-
No,
zombie.
no, I was after the wizard, but you thought I was after the zombie. That's
I
my
thought you were
bad.
after the
No, I
zombie.
am after the wizard.
Oh,
At the sight of my new friend's dead, I'm going for him on his way back to the tent while he's
Okay.
running.
okay.
Actually,
that's
I should
totally
have
fine.
I should
That's
have
totally
moved my
fine.
token actually.
That would have helped a little. 15 does still hit, but it is not able. How do you want to do this?
Okay, well then let me go in for that other swing.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Dang it. 12. Is a 12 hit?
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Dang it. All right, then that is it for me.
Okay. How much damage did you do on the 15, by the way? Was it 10? Or was it 15 damage?
Wasn't it 15?
No, yeah, the damage was 15.
The damage was 15. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you still hit with a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, wizard's looking kind of rough. Looks like he's not having a good time whatsoever. Was slowed down a little bit by this axe to the face.
I would
Okay.
sure hope so.
It did seem like he kind of resisted it a little bit magically. So he's not like missing.
I
his
could
head or
feel it. I
something.
could feel the impact slowing down.
And Thea makes another charisma save, rolls a 1, and is
Oh,
still
no.
not there. So Parthenon, you are up.
Thea.
I want to. The wizard's running away from you, right?
He's running towards the tent entrance.
I kind of want to get my quarterstaff around his throat and then bring him back to me so he can't say anything, so he can't cast any spells. Not kill him, but just start choking the life out of him.
Go ahead and make a strength check to grapple. Or I guess it would be an attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a melee attack roll,
Okay.
and then we do the strength check if that succeeds.
A 15.
Okay, yeah, that meets. So then do a strength check to see if you can grapple him, get him held.
A 9.
Oh God. Well, wizards aren't ever strong. Yeah. So you got him. You got him held.
Ah, Ruckus, let go of me. Let it kill me.
He was just kind of kicking and screaming now. I imagine you got him like the quarterstaff is probably like shoulder to underarm kind of
It's like,
situation.
yeah, it's like right here on
Okay.
my chest. And
Okay.
so his head is right underneath my head, and I am just digging it up in the throat.
Just got him held. Okay.
And the point here is that he cannot say anything. A spell
He
like
is
purely
he's
somatic.
having a hard time. You've definitely kind of pulled some air out of him for sure.
I want no air.
Good. I will also let you roll damage for this if you are putting a little bit of strength into it. Say probably just another melee, or what would be the damage on your melee?
You
I
want
think it's
my
just straight.
quarterstaff
I think it's just straight
or
up strength.
my unarmed
Unarmed. Yeah.
4?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking because you're not really using the weapon to hit him. It's like you are using your strength to like.
Yeah. It'd be 4 damage.
Okay.
As I crush his windpipe.
Yeah, he's not doing good. Okay. Hex, you are up, and then Niken, you are next. Hex, I will let you do a charisma save for Omni before the start of your turn.
That's a 2.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Poor good boy.
I
Poor
mean, you
good
don't.
boy.
You might not know. Um, do you guys have a psychic link? I can't remember.
No.
Connect mentally. Okay. Yeah, you don't know, but Omni is just not present. He is
Which
Omni not present.
oh.
I'll see
Too
myself out.
soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
All right. That is so Hex is not traumatized, but it looks like 100 years of war has entered his body as he just stares this wizard down, and his like laughable happy voice is gone, and he takes a step forward and harnesses his John Wick and just says, "My dog," and points the shaking railgun straight at this wizard's chest. And as he does so, the crossbow like morphs again, and you see it kind of like fold in on itself, like cock back a little bit, and rather than a railgun, it's like honing in and sharpening this bolt to a very, very slim, precise bolt. And he is going to attempt to sharpshoot again. If I could roll.
Taking that -5.
Yes. So that was an 11. Yes,
You also-
plus my bardic inspiration.
Yes.
That will be a 17.
Yes.
So this bolt is just being like shaved down into a very precise like heart stopper. It's not an explosion like it would have been. The belt is serving a purpose as a sander, if you will. And that's max damage. So that's 8. Let's see, what would that be? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 23 damage as max. You're on mute, by the way.
Okay, well, never mind then. That definitely hits. So you said how much damage?
23. 8 plus 5 plus 10.
He is barely hanging on. it does like knock the wind out of him. He is still conscious and alive, kind of looking at you guys, but he is like just ragged.
I only came here to learn.
Give me my dog. And he'll like flex on him again.
You want to make an intimidation check?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm good at that, but you never know. Let's see.
Does 100 years of war give him any advantages?
John Wick plus 100 years of war. That's a lot of rage. That's a nat 1. He is not scared at all.
Well, he is still a gnome.
I'm
Unfortunately.
so
Me, my
tired.
dog!
I'm so tired of you thugs coming around my home and trying to intimidate me. I don't think so, Sonny Jim.
As he's being choked to death and just had a crossbow and bullet in his chest. I don't think so. You should be able to say anything. I tighten my grip.
I couldn't make his voice any more, disabled and like
Just
choked. So I guess yeah.
I imagine like his hands are still right here, just barely holding
oh
the
yeah,
staff.
Garbled wizard sounds.
Okay, that's gonna be the title of the session.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Okay. So that was Hex. Niken, you're up. Slider will be on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna try to finish off the zombie, or at least do enough damage. I am gonna use my daggers, and I am. What is it? Isn't it a 6? No.
And since it is your turn, you do notice, Niken, in here that it is not completely empty in here. There are 2 more zombies, but they seem to be kind of inert, unfinished maybe. You're not sure, but they haven't moved from where they've been.
Oh wow. And they're not moving, you said?
Mm-mm.
Oh, what about the one in front of me? Is the one in front of me moving?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the 2
this.
in the back aren't.
Okay.
So yeah, this guy and the big one, they're
Okay.
solid. But then this one in front of you is looking gnarly.
Yeah.
That one's scary.
A 13. Does it land?
Yeah.
Okay. A 2 plus, so a 6 for one of the daggers.
Okay.
A 13 again.
So that hits.
A 1, so a 5 total for the second dagger.
How do you want to do this?
Sweet. I'm just gonna kind of like dash almost with my blades going up like this, like basically kind of chopping one half of the side of the neck, and then the other side just chop it off that way too, so it comes off completely.
Nice. You gave him a V-neck.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I'm done.
Nice.
I love how many decapitations we go for in this game.
Yeah, it's the best way to go.
Off with the heads.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys effectively are out of combat. You do have this wizard kind of held. He cannot summon his other 2 zombies.
I would like to make a quick clarification. I rolled a 1 on my intimidation check. So instead of saying what I did, he goes to say it, but all he can think about after shooting out his rage is, and he just starts crying instead and fails his intimidation. He's just like crying. So that's all. Still the garbled wizard sounds, but also
I
a
was gonna say,
crying gnome.
He still calls you Sonny Jim.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Sonny Jim's laddie Jim boy.
Okay. So, this wizard is struggling. He is attempting to cast spells as you are holding him, but it seems as though he is unable. You guys are currently out of combat. Is there anything you guys would like to be doing?
Free action. I would like to crackly voice call for Omni into the void. Omni,
Oh
Omni
no.
boy. And he's just gonna start looking around where he disappeared.
Make an Arcana check. And then Parthenax, give me another Strength check, as this wizard is.
Hell yeah. Nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
You think he was banished? This wizard
You
banished.
banished him. You banished my dog, and I'll come back angry.
I rolled a 14.
Ooh. He is just starting to slip out of your grasp, and he makes his way towards the tent, but he is stopped by Solidar, who's waiting for him. Also grabs him. Okay, nice. And it's almost like he gets out of your grasp, like kind of goes like a little limp, and just kind of like slips out, and then makes a break for the door, and then is just like stopped by Slider, who just like bear hugs him. Yeah, he rolled a 16. The wizard didn't. So he is now being held by Slider. Not going that quickly, are you? What's the meaning of all this? What's with the zombies here? And there's more garbled wizard noises.
They're just my zombies. They're my backup. What do you expect? The wizard can't go traveling by themselves. I'm just here for knowledge.
All right, Sella's gonna try and intimidate him into unbanishing the dog and our lovely spider friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Despite the fact that you have come here for knowledge, you have effectively taken 2 of our party away from us, and we do not appreciate it. So bring them back now, or you will die.
I'm just going to beat the stuffing out of him.
No, we have to have him bring them back. I'm not sure how actually banishment works.
So rolling well out on my check, would I know that it's like concentration and they'll pop back in, or would I not?
You would know this this spell. Like, you haven't used it yourself, but you've battled
Seen it.
alongside those who like have been familiar with it and stuff. You know that he is currently holding them somewhere else, and he's focusing his magic on that. Kind of why he hasn't cast another spell, because his concentration is on them. The giant spider, mostly. The hell out of here.
So we need to. So basically, we need to knock him out to not concentrate.
Yeah. I mean,
All right,
Niken
so-
wouldn't know that, but yeah, that would be the case.
Wouldn't the concentration been broken when I damaged him when I did the thing with the quarterstaff?
He can still concentrate on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a back of the head thing.
It was only 5 damage.
I had
Okay, I'll hit him in the back of the head then. Is that
Subdue damage.
So I was planning on prior to knowing that we needed to knock him out. I was planning on running up to him and grabbing him by the scruff, by his collar, and picking him up off of the ground and punching him in the face. I didn't know if that was going to be enough. If an unarmed strike of 6 would be enough to kill him. I
Right.
didn't want to kill him, but I wanted to at least let him know that we were serious and we wanted our friends back. I wanted to pick him up off of the ground and lay one in his face.
You can also do subdue damage, which
Or non-lethal.
non-lethal. Same. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sella, did you want to do your intimidation to see if
Yeah,
convince him to bring him back?
that was the goal. So I will roll for that. I'll roll on D20. Roll 20, sorry. Yes, I will use that. I am not rolling 60 20s. Rolling 1.
By the way, this old, frail-looking man is dressed in a silken robe, has a long beard. It's white from the face down to his chest, where it's branded and turns brown, and then dark red at the end near his waist. The robes are very fine make, however, the colors are faded at the bottom, like he's been wearing them for a long time. They're tattered and flaked with mud. And he looks at all of you with curious, crazy eyes.
Okay, I rolled an 11 for intimidation.
Okay.
So I assume he's not terribly intimidated.
he looks at you with kind of those crazed eyes. If you want your friends back, then fine. And he waves his hands in the air, and it's almost like simultaneously that as uh, Omni and Thea kind of like poof back into existence, you see his form start to fade and kind of glitter away as he casts teleport on himself and
I'd like to
vanishes
say,
as your friends.
as he's putting his
Yeah.
hands up, I stick my quarterstaff to hit him, but he's faded away, so I just like pop Slidar in the nose. Not too
Oh.
hard. That isn't where I was aiming, but just with a little bit of the follow through, just bam.
Poor Slidar.
Um,
He's just not getting any breaks.
Yeah, first giants, now this.
Yeah.
and you guys see as Thea, um, Omni, and apparently because I put it on the wrong layer, Sella, uh, all pop back in to existence in place of where the wizard was. Well, that was quite an entrance, I think, or exit rather, from Solidar, as he kind of like hugs himself almost before getting whacked in the face by Parthenax's quarterstaff.
Oh, look spry.
Rubbing
Sorry.
his face. It's all right, friend. I know you weren't aiming for me.
That's unfortunate.
So before you
Well,
guys is a very fine made tent. Um, it seems like he's been here for a little while. On the inside there are various knickknacks and um, chests and cabinets. It is very well decorated and kind of pleasant looking on the inside. Were you rolling for something, or is that just...
No, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. No, you're good. Yeah. Um, is there anything you guys would like to do?
Hug Ami, number one. He
Okay.
just goes over and wraps him up, gives him a big old gnomish hug.
The
And then
metallic tongue kind of feels nice against your skin. It's cool and refreshing. It kind of like laps away some of the sweat and tears instead of like making your face more wet.
no.
and the cool getup he had as he takes off the bandana just kind of like folds back into like a little metallic cube, and he sticks it in his armor. And then I would like to enter the tent.
Totally. Yeah, when you walk in, it's seemingly magically lit. Um, there are different kind of stations that he has set up, like stuff that he has found in various chests, kind of stacked on top of each other. There's a little writing station where there's different parchments of paper and a quill and ink. There's a little bed that he has set up. There's silken cloths that kind of hang down to just make it a little bit more cozy on the inside. Um, this is like a mage's tent. Seems like he's been here for a little while, kind of just observing the well, um, and seems like he's been trying to unlock magical secrets here that could exist within the well.
So you said I recognized his livery. Can I look around the tent to see if there's anything else I might recognize that really piqued my interest? One, two, my treasure senses are out there. I'm sniffing for the currency, for the gems.
So, which do you? Okay, so
I'd say the like anything I might know personally is probably the priority. Treasure comes.
okay,
It will be like a second pass.
okay. Um, go ahead and do an investigation.
I'll be right back, guys.
11.
Okay. Nothing screams familiar.
Okay.
all of this is kind of like what you would expect to see. Oh, geez. Kind of like what you would expect to see just a traveling wizard um, kind of have with him. There are different like alchemical supplies. There are like vials and um, bits of parchment and ink. Um, seems like he was just studying this well. Um, yeah, but nothing screams familiar.
Okay.
Not like his robes and clothes did. An accent.
Now currency. So after that, it's like, okay,
Okay, cool. Go ahead and do
the
another
good stuff.
investigation. Hex, is there anything you want to be looking for?
21. Tell me where all the gold at though?
So, when you start looking for valuables, uh, after looking for familiar things, you don't find anything by the way of money, but you do start looking through some of the stuff that this wizard has found, um, and you do find that he has a rather strange collection of curios and knickknacks that all seem to be imbued with some kind of magical power. Um, go ahead and do roll me a d12, and then I'll tell you some of the other objects that he has.
5.
Okay, right next to the bed, um, there's a silk pouch that contains charcoal, incense, and a variety of quality herbs. Um, this seems very fine. It's very royal. It's almost like Crown Royal, that bottle
Mm-hmm.
bag. Very royal, or um, royal purple plush bag. It's a component pouch. It seems like one of the nicer, fancier things that he had.
Hey.
Um,
It's the best ice bag ever.
dude, same.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, there it is. So you do find um, a a bag that is much less. It is more like a bag of holding, um, but it's like a clutch kind of bag of holding. Um, and on the inside, you find that there are these square little morsels, little bits of meat on the inside of it. And you know that there's a good magical feeling coming off of that. There is a ball made out of stone and is colored red on one side, and then it's kind of like a quartzy, um, clear crystal on the other side. And it seems to have a very strong magical feeling coming from it. And then you also find a bag of fruits that you've never seen before.
He has fruit. He's
Um,
been here
and
for a
then
while.
and then there's one last bag. Um, I'm sorry. This is the clutch size bag of holding. It is like a tiny mini size bag of holding. You open it up and look inside. It seems like there's absolutely nothing in there. You can actually see the bottom of it, and it's lined with this electric blue thread. Um, but since Parthenax, you were the one doing the investigating for loot, go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Please roll a 17.
14.
Okay. You Oh, okay. There's a small trinket that you've never seen before. It's like just an unidentifiable curio that you think does something, but you're not quite sure what.
Unidentifiable, you say?
It's okay. It's literally a trinket. Um,
It's a fidget
so
spinner.
yeah, right. Roll me a D100, please.
25. It's a chrome fidget spinner.
Come on, I just want the image. Quit like opening me to a new page. I can't frickin' read. Oh, that did nothing. You know what? It's a metallic 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch triangle that is numbered on each of the points, 1 through 4.
Like a D4? Oh, that's horrible. I don't touch that.
I
It
seem
is.
to
You
have
think
found
it's
some
a
kind of
caltrop?
numbered caltrop.
Yeah.
A numbered caltrop. That's weird.
A
But you
chance pyramid.
Yeah.
Chance pyramid. Oh.
Okay, so I've got the dice. There's a crystal ball, a component sack. You said that what was noticeably magical again?
So all of this has some kind of familiar magical enchantment on it that they're all items that you would not normally imbue with magic that have been for some reason. You think that this mage has been spending his time. No, give me either insight or
Can
Yeah,
I
okay, well,
as
first
well?
off,
yeah.
this reminds me of the junk magic items that we found in our rooms a while ago.
Same flavor of magic.
Ugh.
Same off-putting, rancid.
Exact same flavor of
Useless.
magic.
I got a 17.
And what skill were you using? What were you looking for?
Insight?
Okay. So yeah, you think that you especially Hex think that this mage had gotten his practices from a very particular place. You think that he had learned these from um, a very familiar place, and that he was kind of off his rocker a little bit. That something happened along the way where he wasn't enchanting things like, mages normally enchant stuff. Something happened where he was either not able to, or forgot how, or kind of just went crazy and was making whatever he could.
This looks like he's making useless things useful, but not in a useful way.
Yes.
Okay. At this
That was
point,
summed up real
Sella's gonna just kind of roll her eyes. Oh no, not this again. She will cast Identify, and she's just kind of gonna start moving from item to item, being like, "What does this nonsense do?"
Okay, so what are we starting with? So there's a small clutch-sized bag of holding that you pulled that numbered caltrop out of already. There's a
Yep.
bag that has these little perfectly cubed, unidentifiable sizes of meat in them. There's this half crystalline ball, and then there's a bag of fruits.
I'm just out of sheer curiosity, she's gonna start with the fruit because that seems the weirdest thing to be here.
Okay. So this is a bag of tamagos. Each tamago has a different magical property. See, whenever you reach into the bag, a random tamago is pulled out and has a different boost that lasts 1 hour.
Okay, to be tested later. Because and from
We'll go with the mushrooms.
might go with the mushrooms. Yeah, you're right, Parthenex. Could make a stew or something. With my Identify, can I say like the items we got from the inn are the same flavor of magic? Like they were made by this wizard?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at some point that
Absolutely.
wizard stayed in the inn, and I will relay that. This guy stayed in the inn. He wasn't always crazy, I don't think. Or he passed through town at least.
He probably was dealing with those red brand motherfuckers.
Maybe, but I know that the innkeeper will probably at least remember something about him. And since he went poof. But I guess that's something we got to figure out when we get back to town. Just keep in mind.
Yes.
I guess I'll move on to the next item, being the sphere or the rock crystal orby thingy.
Okay. So, this is Oak's Keen Egress Ball. It is an ancient spherical artifact that, when attuned to a paladin, can
Fancy.
can dismiss or resummon a magical mount by use of the Find Steed spell slot.
That's
Man, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't have a paladin.
Actually, we left a paladin back in the village.
That one's not going away anytime soon.
Oh. I like to think that's how we all mispronounce it because no one's a paladin in the group. So yeah, one of those paladins.
Paladins.
Yeah, Hex does it, and I just go with it. Because I know what he's talking about, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I've never really met a real paladin, and from what I remember, Ignacio didn't refer to himself as a paladin. He just called himself Ignacio. So I guess we can save that for Ignacio, but I bet you it's something silly like a poodle. Like
a rabid ferret.
You don't know. Everything so
We just
far
don't know.
has been like just 15 degrees off, so this really isn't too different.
Yeah,
Or
like the Tamagos are probably gonna like turn your face blue for an hour. I don't even want to know at this point. But I'll move on to the next thing. What's the next thing? Is the tiny bag of holding, the tiny coin burst of holding.
So yeah, this is a bag of minute holding. It is a cursed magical item.
A cursed magical item.
Yeah. It is a leather lined with electric blue. Anytime you grab something out of it, anytime you go to grab something out of it, there are a handful of random things that will come out. They're all hand-sized, fairly small, and usable to some degree.
Frying pan, hair comb.
Yeah, anything you put inside of it must weigh less than half a pound.
Okay. So I guess then, out of curiosity, I'm gonna be like, can I test that caltrop? I want to see what that does.
I'm nervous.
There you go.
What do you do with it?
I'm just gonna identify it.
Hex takes a step back.
So Cella's just holding the caltrop.
It does nothing. It's just a regular item.
This is just
anything with
It's
it?
just a numbered caltrop.
Why do we have a numbered caltrop? This is the dumbest thing ever. Niken, do you use caltrops?
Do these people actually?
She'll whatever. She just like sets it somewhere and just doesn't care.
When you set it down, you get a very small headache. Stella just gets a tiny headache and takes 3 points of damage.
Oh my god. That thing is awful.
This thing does psychic damage? Are you joking?
Yeah, three psychic damage. And you notice you start to get this headache, and there's just like a loud, ringing, high-pitched noise that kind of pierces your ear. And as you look at it, you see that the 3 is facing up on this little caltrop.
I'm going to wrap it in cloth and keep it, if you guys are okay. I'll hang on to this one.
That's a good idea, I think. Oh, God.
I might be able to tinker with it and change its properties.
That is always fair.
I'm gonna kill myself trying, but
that would not be cool or good.
Yeah. No
Please
exploding, please.
Yeah, we had a gnome explode on us already.
We had a 100% gnome fatality rate due to explosions. We're trying to avoid that.
I'll proceed with caution. and he'll wrap it up and stuff it away.
Then I think the last thing is those meat cubes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are these meat cubes? Condensed meat, miniaturized meat.
So this is a bag of summoning. It is a small bag with a tie opening, and inside are square meat-flavored morsels. When you shake the bag will summon one standard domestic house cat or dog of your choosing. The animal will do one basic command per treat and will follow the command as long as it is physically able to do so, or possible for it to do it, does not put it in harm's way. The item can be used once per day once the command is completed, regardless of the creature successfully did it or not. The treat is fed to them, and the creature disappears. If you eat the morsel instead or refuse to give the creature the treat, the item becomes completely unusable.
So you can have an animal do something for you?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Wow, that might be useful. I don't know.
Does it also work as a bullion cube?
I don't know if you would want to.
It's basically a dog treat. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think you want to eat that or put it in things. I'm just like, I remember this guy's nonsense, the belt of teleportation, uh, this guy's elf. I remind Parthenax. All of this is not going to work the way we want it to.
Yeah.
Parthenax, I have to go like here in a minute, but Parthenax, give me a history check real quick as you guys are kind of going through these items to kind of see if it sparks anything else.
+4. An 11.
It's possible that he could have worked for your family or stolen the robes, or it's a coincidence. The magic and the way that it's enchanted does ring a bell of a teacher that you had that taught a very similar form of magic.
Okay. Yeah, I'll convey all of that.
I can see why he got fired.
He's obviously a nut.
Little bit. I don't trust those tamagos.
Yeah.
I don't know. They seem tasty though.
Don't you dare.
So what's going on with the zombies? Are they standing? Did they collapse? Did they
If you
anything?
if you do go check them out, you notice that like there are pieces missing. It's like they're not quite all together. He hasn't quite done all of the things necessary to prepare them. So they were kind of just in the back waiting for him to finish later.
Like Frankenstein kind of? Okay.
Can I disassemble the work? Chop
Yeah,
them back
yeah,
down into pieces?
yeah, you totally tear them apart. It is no issue.
I will
I
take
will
some
assist you.
time to hack those apart.
I will help.
So you guys
Oh,
successfully.
so when it's a giant, I'm weird, but when it's undead flesh, it's whatever. Okay.
They're not alive, yeah.
What? No, we're just making sure when he comes back, because he didn't die, he can't use these against us or anybody else.
Can I also I don't know if it would be an investigation, but could I look down those stairs? Kind of.
They go up. They
Oh,
just
they
go
go
up
up.
to like the
Okay.
edge of the wall.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Are
damn.
you still with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think that's what we're gonna call it for today. If you guys have any questions throughout the week, let me know. For successfully defeating the Etten, saving your companion Parthenax, and ridding the Owlwell of the zombie threat, you guys do level up to
Sweet.
level 5. I believe you guys are level 5 now, at least.
Yeah.
You will be. Yeah. You guys go from level 4 to level 5. Got some pretty interesting kind of tough stuff planned, so this next couple sessions should be good. We'll pick up here at the tent, so if there's anything else you guys can think of you want to like investigate or look around or look into or anything like that, we can kind of pick up with that next week. If you have any questions about leveling up, let me know. I did buy a couple of things like Tasha's Cauldron, and I think a couple expansion books, so you guys might have more spells to pick from. So you can go back and change out previous spells you guys like during level ups.
Alrighty. Well,
Thanks
Awesome.
for joining us for
Have a
another
good
episode
night,
of Gateway.
guys.
Had fun with all of you guys, and we'll catch you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
bye.
Latest.